What up, guys? Go live for 2 hours, and the intent is only 2 hours because we took my own boundaries. 2 hours, 2 hours suffice, and then go to DoorDash after that. Gym therapy, work on my podcast, and then do uploads. So there's a little tip wise, like if you want to do social media wise, promote other people's like their clips on your platforms. And if you want to put hashtags for sure. And that's how you get like, a little more recognition. My situation, as a male, put a bunch of female stuff like clippies, and that's a little more recognition than count wise. So for me, I just focus on robbery of life, robbery of feelings, these toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, could involve co-parenting, and then start the healing journey, awakening journey, eventually woke journey. If you want to, nobody has to. That is your free one choice. I use a term for anyone that like forces your ways upon people. Like you have to pray, you have to manifest. The word have is triggering, so you can do whatever you want. I'm not. Once again, anyone says the terms force the ways upon you. Whoever it is, parents, siblings, whomever it is, partner. I just call them Bible thumpers. Like I'll tell them you can say that, but nah, I don't do that respectfully. I pray when I want to, which means as a being I pray every day for sure. But I'm grateful because God one more day to live. No one's here tomorrow, and then if the situation is much your last breath, what happens, And when it comes to death, probably tell people try not to, go down the rabbit hole and be there forever and like start stressing about death. Like, you're not dead yet, man. We don't. I don't know. If anyone knows after death, quote unquote, and they can say, everybody has their beliefs, and no one wants to comprehend them, but like, I died, I came back. Cool, I'm happy you're back, but are you doing good in life? That's my situation. Anybody out there, you get back about everything man made, your spiritual, religious beliefs, which is beautiful, right? But if I observe you in a toxic, love, broken, codependent relationship, especially queens, I'd be like, but look who you have by your side. All this. You taught me about this. I'm learning. I'm observing that type of situation. I don't think I comprehend you, but I know this. I know energy. He's not good for you. But I know you love him. You have kids. I know. You're gonna learn the hard way, so the kids, and maybe 10, 20, 30 years from now, when you finally want to break up and divorce, now you're starting from scratch, and what do you do? Because you don't know anything but him. Let me know the outcome, respectfully. I know the outcome, but let me know. And that's for everybody out there, whatchamacallit. So, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild, so, let me see too fast. Sorry, getting a message from my kiddos. But I'm playing a bunch of clips. And remember my previous clips wise, they're not my clips at all. Whatchamacallit, if it triggers you, I did my job by playing it. That's their clip. They did the job by speaking. And the best part, the petty little words. These petty little words don't have no feelings at all. We just, as 95% of you just don't know that yet, Sorry, guys. But, yeah, let me play this one here. I was trying to download it, but it wouldn't download to my phone. So I'm going to just play it. And this is real shit for everybody out there. Like, if there's a potential to talk to, right? You can talk about with them. But, ask questions. If you do change corny ways, it's not going to work in your favor. If you don't ask questions, and especially, I get it, well, I barely met them. Like, right, you barely met them type of situation. But if you don't ask questions, you're going to find the hard way and go find your face. Go for it. Like this one, I say especially in the ghetto hoods. I live in the ghetto hoods, but respectfully, I don't date people from the ghetto hoods at all. I don't fuck with the ghetto hoods. I know the outcome. Too much drama, too much bullshit, too much pride and ego. People actually still be in the feelings, and they don't want to see their partner happy and shit. Their baby mom's happy and shit, and you're the one by their side making them happy, and you're just being authentic to yourself. But remember, if the ex actually do not let them go, so that's wars and grudges going on. And the best part, all these, more on the male side, they came to be good, good people, religious people, spiritual people, atheist people. Like, you can say that verbally all you want, but I know you're not. Because God will not be angry, bitter, hateful. Buddha, Allah, universe, spiritual universe. Whatever you want to use, whatever your belief is. Like, deadass. Don't say that shit. Because I'll call you out and it triggers you. I did my job. You'll be like, who are you to judge me? Face tattoo, 1% woke. We're the referee judges of the universe. I see energy. So don't say God, because God will not be bitter. Why are you bitter? It sucks. It's over, right? But why won't you let it go? What? Why won't you let it go? It's not your kids, not your ex. It's you. You are the problem. If you don't let them go, then guess what? Be bitter and hate for the rest of your life, and then get in a relationship, be in your past to present, and keep destroying things. Everything you touch is destroyed. You can blame your ex. It's you. And especially us boys and our sister, all raised incorrectly as fuck, man. All man versus woman, corny ass conversations. And like, what does it have to do with anything with you as one being? And anyone bullies, I love to bully bullies. Anyone that bullies is not a good person. I don't give a shit what you believe in at all. Zero. I just say nope. All my tattoos, you're good for the streets. Toxic love, you are not good for the homes. What? I just told you, you're not good for the homes. Everywhere you go, I promise you 1,000. Everything you touch, you destroy. You are common unknowing. And the best part, I don't have to know you. I know energy. Your energy is garbage. It's too narcissistic. It's too negative. You're too bitter, hateful life. And that's you as a being. And then you be like, why are they happy? Why are you mad? And then you get mad about it. It's like, bruh, you have a lot of healing to do. You need more hugs, less drugs, you know? How many fellas you got? Sober, how many fellas you got? I love to bully bullies, dead ass. Yo, why don't you do like no face, no case? Man up, woman up. All you boys and all you keyboard warriors, I'll show my tattoos. All you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard trolls, your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be better without you. You know? Come on, man. Sure, man up. Yeah, ex, yeah, he's the goal, most definitely. That's why I was treated alive, 20 years old. If you're 20 years old and younger, teach me something about life, raw real life. You're 20 years old, I'm 18 in the heart, 44 on the outside. I have 24 years on you, so don't mention higher source. God, I've heard everything. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors. I already know about that. So teach me about life. Something about...
Hello, bro.
What's going on? Sorry, guys. But anyways, and I said respectfully. That's why I was on one cat. I'm so bad with names, man. Matter of fact, I don't say it's Safari. No, it can't be Safari. Let me see. I don't misuse his name because I'm really bad with names. I'm really good with faces. I'm really, really bad with names. I have to get to know you for quite a while before I actually remember who your name is. Respectfully. Nazir. That's the name. Nazir, young cat. He's I think he's 20 going on 21. I met him on Bigo, and when he was 17 and a half, not knowing. And I thought I was speaking to two people, one person on Bigo, another young cat from IG, Instagram, and then come to find out it's him. He's like, oh no, that's me. What do you mean? I go on Bigo, but it's too toxic. No, I'm trying to like positive things, and it's just like, oh yeah, Bigo's fuck. Respect, Bigo's a toxic ass hella toxic as fuck. You know? I just go live in general. I don't respect. I try to be supportive of other people's live sessions and say respect because there's not a lot of people out there that have like positive talk, live talk. They'll do black versus white, religion, controversy. I'm like, what does that have to do with feelings? You might know all this, but then me, I'm as a being by a cell phone, I'm researching. I got your profile. I see what your bio says. I see what you're posting about. And I'm like, well, you're causing a little wars about black versus white scenario, race wars. And you love your family and you're a religious person. Like, really? Like, would Jesus do that? Allah, Buddha? Like, and I question you, especially about, here's the best part, if a cyber person behind a screen can trigger you, you have a lot of healing to do. And then you're the devil, like, well, I believe the devil, something about the devil, quote unquote, he's a bad person, he does bad things. I don't think he's here to guide you in life, quote unquote. But you can call me Lucifer, Satan, it don't hurt my feelings, it's a word. Because the word Lucifer, when I feel like Lucifer, I don't feel like Lucifer. If I call you Lucifer and it triggers you, I'm not the devil. Why are you bothered by the word devil? It's a phrase, it's a term. You got a lot of healing to do, you know? But anyways, this clip I'm about to play, it's a forewarning. It's a forewarning. If you don't remember this, if you don't make a comment or ask a question, you want to spur a conversation, you will never know. If you want to fall on your face, go fall on your face. Deadass, especially y'all want love. You want love, right? But you don't investigate. And you go on tradition corner. If tradition was working, I love seeing this shit, this corny ass line, no? If tradition was working, why is everyone suffering? What? If tradition was working, why is everyone suffering? If I'm wrong, look at all your toxic family, more on the female side. Look at them, with your mother, auntie, grandmother. Who's the one more empathetic, one who's more narcissistic? Pretty much in your face. And the best part, your future, no one says this shit, your future is literally in front of your face. That's what's called, a big term, the generational cycle. You get in a relationship, and then you see your new partners. You could be somewhat of a decent couple, right? Or let's say you're a good couple or a toxic couple. And look at your new partner's family. Look at all the family. You'd be like, fuck, same shit. Yeah, but as a couple, remember this. If both families are toxic as fuck, and you guys are young, middle school, high school, right, early 20s, and you're lovey-dovey and shit, they're gonna give you shit because what? Because they're not happy, you can't be happy. They're for you, what? And you be like, why they bully? Why they give a shit? Well, you don't do nothing wrong. Yeah, you don't do nothing wrong. They're not happy in life in general, and they don't want you to be happy. That's why they say misery loves company. Facts. But don't let this shit bother you best as possible. And if you have to, cut people off. Why stay there? Why stay entertained? Because my parents, my siblings, that's my kid, and or sit there and complain about it, play a victim, tell a sob story, and they take my energy. They always mean, why do you go there? What's my parents? And back of my neck, first two lines, my tattoos, the Bobby, second line, a queen from TikTok a year ago. Remember, social media people come and go. As it being, I'm always observing people. If anyone has positive words and negative words that I know would trigger people in a positive manner or preferably negative manner wise, I'll put on my body. And the best part, they're just words. These words have no feelings, right? And the last line is basically, healing journey wise. So it says, I'm back on my neck. So you stand behind me, you're going to read it, right? It says, blood makes you related. Blood not thick in the water. Your vibe will attack your tribe. Your spiritual familia. And family Spanish, English 101, that's family. What? You got physical blood family, but here's the kid, y'all bumping heads. You got your spiritual family and shit. Anybody can be your siblings, mother, whomever it is, right? Every which way. Every which way. 2 seconds, guys. Apologize. For some reason, when I'm live, I can't really reject. Well, there we go. Finally, reject the messenger calls, which is lucky I don't have that many come through Messenger. It's more through IG and other apps. So I apologize. But anyways, so this part here in this clip, stay observant. And this a cool thing. Remember, this person goes on a podcast. It's the Light Podcast, and you can pretty much go there and ask questions about relationships. Any question, and from there, you have I think 5-6 cats on there. And the idea that they someone give advice, and that's it. And from there, you got the crowd. Hey, what's the twisted? How you doing? How's it going?
Dating a woman that was in a previous relationship, and y'all getting serious, but her ex keeps overstepping his boundaries, popping up at houses, popping up at.
Hey, listen, stop.
Bro, if she has not cleared the baggage out of her own life, you do not know the lengths that he will go to.
Real.
Yeah. Listen, homie, this ain't about y'all feelings. This ain't about the vibe. This ain't about none of that. This ain't even about what you willing to do as a man. Because I don't know you. This about a who already out of pocket. You about to bring a situation into your life where there's a factor that's already unpredictable. We just talked about a man with structure and having some to lose. Whether you a man with structure now or you aspire to be one, you already inviting something into your life that has something incontrollable orbiting around it. Be careful, Brody. If y'all not serious now, go ahead and step away. I ain't saying you gotta step away permanently, but it's not your responsibility to handle that. To even ponder on how to handle that. You feel me?
Big fan.
Like, that's on her. Now, I pray the best for her. You feel me? I want her to be safe and all that, but don't put yourself in danger trying to figure somebody else's situation out, bro. I mean that.
And that's just facts, man. That if you like somebody type of situation, I live in the ghetto hoods. A lot of queens are extra fucking toxic as fuck. Oh, thank you for the gift, Aaron. You don't have to thank you. The extra toxic, the baby father toxic. Like dead ass. If the exes have not let them go, no matter what you do, anyone that gets in her life, right, or whatever into his life, whatever you're into, right, whatchamacallit, they actually don't want to seem happy. So why do you want to self-sabotage your life and risk your life? Deadass. That's like me scenario. I meet a partner, right? Beautiful individual, lovey-dovey, all the good shit. Good. These type of conversations. But if I don't ask, hey, so what's up? Let's say she has kids. I'm assuming for her kids. Or let's say she doesn't have to keep someone with no kids, right? And from there, I ask something about the exes. Hey, what's up with is it over? Are they still stalking you? Nah. And come to fight, guess what? He's stalking her, I see how we're, hey, what's that guy? It's the guy out there. Like, who you waiting for? You can come to me in the ghetto hood. It's like, yo, who you waiting for? Like, what? I'm waiting for Maria scenario, right? So am I. Maybe different Marias. Maybe, bro, respectfully, King, I don't even know who you are. I go, it's really awkward for you to come up to me and ask me who I'm waiting, my probation officer type of situation. And come to find out, she comes out, and they're waiting for her. That's my girl. Well, that's my ex. Here we go. She can pop off every which wave. But I didn't ask questions. All you virgins out there, like, I don't even hurt their feelings. Well, then learn the hard way. And when your ass kicked or you getting stalked, well, let me know how this shit feels. Like, bruh, if you want better overall relationships, dead ass go to the suburbs, good areas for the most part. For the most part, they do for sure. In the queen side, they do the healing journey. Some of the kings, but the exes kind of like fall off. And for the most part, it's not really toxic as fuck. In the ghetto hoods, please, that shit is normal. That shit is normal every which way. Show me love in the ghetto hoods. I live in this shit, but I'm not in this shit. That's why in their eyes, I'm Japanese. I'm the devil. Just hurt my feelings, and they know what I locally wise. They know what I talk about. That's what I dislike when I say, like, I don't give a shit. Show me love in the ghetto hoods. Dead us. Kids, I love saying this shit. Kids have more love than adults do. Comma for now, because that little kid will grow up to be middle school, high schooler. Get destroyed, get bullied and shit, and they become too narcissistic, more likely wise, in these toxic ass relationships. If I want to do benefits, I'll go to all the ghetto hoods. I have thousands of bodies, and these queens will accept it. Yo, I don't want a girlfriend, but I could do this type of situation, fake one with your love story, and they'll be down with it because that's what they've been doing, not knowing, you know. But I don't want bodies, just one body and that's it, you know. And that's the shit. When your energy's too strong, you push people away because they don't know what to say, you know. And it's not even about being right. It's like, yo, like if you're trying to figure out life, you try to do it together type of situation. If not, then it's not gonna work out. No feelings hurt. You go on your day, you go on your life. But if y'all want love, quote unquote, if you can't talk to each other, then what are you doing there? Your body can talk to me lustfully. Yes, it can. Anybody's body can talk to anybody lustfully. And after the session, then what? Stay quiet. Stay on the cell phone. You lay in the same bed. Stay quiet. What are y'all doing? Respectful, you know. I'm so open about myself and how relationships evolve. My husband and I have 2 of my exes as roommates. That's awesome. So that's called, you know, the healing journey for sure. And you let your exes go every which way. They all go. That's beautiful, man. You know, and when I said in the suburbs, that's what you hear for the most part. I did a lot of one-on-ones in Seattle, in the suburbs. They'd be like, you know, I sent them clips. My personal stories and stories in general. They'd be like you can call my exes like you can say at least with toxic, but I want to use the word toxic. They were just bad. How about that? They were just bad. But toxic, to me, toxic is really horrible. Like what you went through. Like, yeah, I've been destroyed, man. But I didn't know this. Like, nah, I'm cool with my exes. Like you said, you know, we hang out and chill. Platonic, no passing boundaries. Like, there is no, like, we have history, but that's it. It's a past. Today is now the present, and it's platonic love. They won't ever be us. You know, if you want, you can meet them type of situation. No, it's cool, you know. Yeah, I believe you. You know, and that's cool. In the ghetto hoods, nah, that's not happening. When the breakup, divorce is happening, the fucking baby mom, baby father drive, it's a war going on. Every which way, then what? Oh, hey Chris, how you doing? You know, thank you for the favorite. I'll follow you back. Whatchamacallit. And it sucks. It shouldn't have to be like that, but it's pride and ego. And on top of that, it's feelings. That's the reason why you have this little extra drama, especially in the ghetto hoods. It could be happening in the suburbs, but more in the ghetto hoods. And then the baby father, baby mama, baby daddy, baby mama drama type of situation. Because why? It's feelings. When you, what do I say? Different people, the longer you're with the individual, the more it's going to hurt you. Especially more empathetic wise, typically the queens. And then from their wise, no one really says this. I'm going to tell it my back. And eventually make sure it's the hoodies. Eventually, make sure it's the hoodies. It doesn't say, you and I cannot get nor buy back what God Almighty cannot get back to anybody. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings around people around you, especially by as a partner? Make that make sense. That's why you become bitter and hateful. The victim mentality, I gave them, like my first mom, I gave her 12 years of my life. You know, we have 3 daughters deep, but I gave her 12 years of my life. That's victim mentality. Everyone has the right to be the victim mentality. That's part of the healing journey. More in the awakening journey, less energy in your ex, more energy in the person marry yourself. Now you say, we give each other 12 years of our lives. We have our kids. Now I try to figure out why it failed so you don't do it again. And what is it? Your ex is my neck tattoo. I'm going to study a scenario. I'll tell you one-on-one, hey, all your exes, I don't know how many exes you have in your lifespan, but you have to go talk to all of them. What do you mean? In your head, the time machine, you can rewind time. It's your past, not my past. But look at all your exes. What was the red flag that you missed? What was the thing that you didn't like about them? What do you mean? Let's say the first one was jealous, the second one was controlling. There it is. Those are red flags. You don't like that. The next person, once you observe them and comprehend them of your exes, because I'm not you, I'm not them, right? The next person is to be observe them, and when you see them, verbalize boundaries. But to forewarn you, can only say this: no one has to respect your boundaries. If they don't, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Sit there, entertain, and try to force your ways upon them, or just, you know, I love you, but I myself more. I gotta walk away. What? It's not gonna work out. What? Just because of that? Yes. I don't know how to deal with jealousy and insecurity issues. It's gonna be too much drama and bullshit. And in my head, yep, you're John, Maria, all your exes. It's all your head flashbacks because you live that shit. Don't do that. So why so sabotage your life and do it again and again and again? Let me know the outcome. I know the outcome. Been there, done that. I don't miss that. That's why I'm telling stories to pay forward so you don't do that. Nobody can stop this ritual warfare, but you can definitely prevent it by telling stories, you know? Personal experience and people in general play clips, you know? And I say all the respect to the fullest, you know? I think the saddest thing is the wasted good energy after people hate each other. Facts. Well, that's the shit. All this empath versus narcissist on my tattoos. We were all born, we're all empathetic people. There's no baby that's born as narcissistic. I'm fucking become the sociopath psychopath. As we go middle... what I say, for sure, everything starts from home. You can have a loving home, empathetic home, loving family. All your family's loving as fuck. But you go to school, middle school, high school. Everything starts from home. Like my youngest boy just barely started school. And he already got in a scuffle and shit. And I asked him, yo, papi, what happened? Like, he didn't know I didn't start it. You know, he cussed at me. So I cussed back at him. Then he hit me. And I hit him. I just beat him up. I'm like... I go, Papi, you're trying to get to that point, man, but I get it. And I'm trying to teach you. I know you're only 6 years old, probably Japanese to you, but everything starts from home. I guarantee you, if we investigate, talk to the parents, more like if they're brown, little kids brown, the parents, more like it's the father. Because in the brown culture, many cultures, sure, but I can't speak for white, other cultures, I'm not part of that culture, right? Fucking us brown boys are machistas and shit. And in the valley, 90% of us are fucking machistas. I tell you, to machista, if you don't speak Spanish, it's Japanese to you, right? But the brown people, like the boys see me, and they'll look at my word, and they're just like, they just stare, like, bitter about it. Because why? Because here's the best part. They know the word in Spanish, but they don't know the English word at all. I asked them, yo, do you know what machista is? It's just a machista. That's Spanish. The English word. I'm talking to you English. What's the English word? I don't know. And I just walk away like, cool. Pray for you. That's go my day. So Spanish 101. So remember, whatever time you speak, other than English, right? We still want to say that, because I'll do Spanish to English, 3 words, 3 phrases, and you should learn about this, right? So, your tongue, machista, Spanish 101, English is a narcissist, right? And machismo, English, narcissist, double standards. And on this side, mandilon, that's a beta simp. So, whatever tongue you speak, take the same words I said and put it, from English to your tongue. Teach that to everybody. Learn the 3 phrases, these words, and that's it. Go from there. Got Google, Spotify, YouTube. Once you start studying those phrases, I promise you 1,000, you'll be ahead of the game. Because now you be observant. And now you be judging people. Oh, machista, mandi. I do square, circle, zombies, And you're ahead of the game. And you're, oh, queen, you're beautiful. I mean, Spanish say this. I say it all the time. I don't mess with, like, brown girls, Hispanic and Spaniards at all, respectfully. Only if she's a brown woman in the healing journey, preferably healed. Awaken and woke journey. We have this conversation. There's not many out there. Respectfully, that's why I have other cultures, but not brown, because I'm too much for them. Because they're codependent religion with nothing wrong with God, the Bible at all. That's far from the situation. It's you as a being, and then you codependent your family. Because I'm gonna easily offend your family with my tattoos. I don't even gotta speak, because when the brown people see it, my tattoos, and they read the Spanish word, like, what do you have on there to get your attention? Now we're talking about it. What's good? So what are you? A machista? Mandilon? You do machismo, where your wife has to dress like a nun, talk to nobody, basically become your slave, and you're the slave master. You see, fuck her feelings, right? Oh shit, my tattoos. Yeah, I don't even know you. Straight to the point. There's no fucking years. No, years. Fuck that shit. Today, right now, same minute, Or maybe I'm still controlling. I refuse to let them go. Well, potentially, it's like, that's the part where, because when people take energy, that's where you get stuck. Like, that's where you become bitter. Especially when you have history with them, like, fuck, it's, when kids are involved, it's even worse. I still respect, y'all have no kids, y'all blessed. Breakups, I told my one be like Forrest Gump and run. What? Run. You have no little ones, there's no ties. Other than emotional and spiritual, and energy ties, yes, I get that part, but run. Don't look back. But if you're stuck on a trauma bond, if you know what a trauma bond is, you can run all you want. You're going to go back, or they'll come looking for you, and you will accept them back. I promise you will. What? No, I won't. Verbally, you say, no, I won't. When he's knocking on your door, it's cold outside, it's wet, I miss you. Guess what happens? You will let him in. And it happens again and again. Only you can break the trauma bond. Hello, Post Malone. What's good? So I am pretty much borderline suburban, trailer park, white girl. I'm worked with several machismos. Oh, yeah. No, it's... We're supposed to say this, like... Post Malone or Rapping? Huh? I don't know who Rapping is. If you can elaborate who that is. And not just Google who that is, because technology, I don't know who that is. I'm extra opposite of everything considering tradition. That's cool name. I already said if tradition is working, why is everyone suffering? Look at your toxic family. Your future in front of your face. If tradition is working, right? Respectfully, that's how you make it for yourself. What's up tomorrow? Don't Queen morning. How's it going? Rapping? Huh? Oh, the soccer player? I know who that is. Morning. What's up? Yeah. So I say respect once again, like, she's working yourself, especially for everybody behind the screen. If you want love, I'm gonna get to my back. Do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you know what it was, I promise you 1,000, you will not stay in this toxic love, broken, codependence for too long. You know the door's right there. What? The door is right there. What is holding you back? Well, I love them. Yes, you love them, but they're mistreating you. They're emotionally cheating people in the DMs and shit. They're fucking passing boundaries with all your friends and shit in front of your face. Trust me, I make it sound so easy because I worked on myself. I let everybody go healed. I don't need people. I want people. A zillion queens of the whole universe. Why would I stress about one? Make them make sense. And yes, I know I make it sound so easy because in this lifetime, my tattoo at 39. If you start the healing journey, the younger the better. There's so much resources. I promise you 1,000. Any feelings you're going through that's negative, Spotify, the AI, ChatGPT, YouTube, TikTok. Why am I sad? Why am I depressed? Why do breakups hurt? Why does love hurt? Ask that question. Why does love hurt? And that's incorrect. That's a wrong question because love can't hurt at all. It's highly impossible. What? If you believe in higher source, God, Jesus, all my tattoos on back. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors. If that's higher source for you, right, is love. How can we say love hurts? For now, because you don't know this yet. Like I said that shit. Fuck love. My first tattoo, man. One of my first tattoos, for my first baby mom. This is like back in 2000, right? And I was with her. I was like, love is good when it's good, when it's bad, it's bad. My boy, my tattoo is Bobby. He's like, what does that mean? It doesn't make sense. I'm like, well, for me right now, it does make sense. Because I was just, remember this, when I got the tattoo, I was very starting my healing journey 5 years ago. And that saying, I've had in my head forever. My first baby moms. So, you know what? 5 years ago in 2020, I'm going to do this healing journey. And when I figure this shit out, I'm calling everybody out. And that's what I've been doing. That's my gift, to call everybody out. I don't care who you are, what you claim to be, what your category is. Especially you're older than I am, and you've been on this shit. Like, look what I'm doing. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but you could do it. And I get it, the spiritual warfare, you're about these elites, these narcissistic elites wiping your ass out because, positive talk does not make money at all. Look at X, why is he not here no more? Drake and the weak ass elites took his ass out because why? He was breaking up the universe. One person, like 18 million followers type of situation. He's fucking about to blow up every which way. And he was changing his way because he got in a toxic relationship. It destroyed the fuck out of him. Now he does sad with music. And it hurts because that's what... Simple little songs. Basic ass words, but it hits hard when you're in middle school, high school, going through breakups. So fuck, you love somebody that doesn't love you back. That's called toxic love. Like you say, if you want to die, you fall in love. That's incorrect. If you want to die, get in toxic love. Because now you love somebody that doesn't love you back. And that's why I have it saying right here. It's this saying, like the best analogy metaphor. Your ex, how you feeling? How you doing? I feel like I'm dead. I'm alive, but I'm dead. Because when you feel like you're dead, you don't want to be here. If you're dead, you don't feel shit, right? But you're alive, but you're dead. Because you don't know what to do with these feelings at all. Here's neck tattoo. Remember to remember. Fucking beautiful. I got it right here. Me as a being, I love words. Because first and foremost, to let the whole universe know and to comprehend this, these words have no feelings at all. What? Breakups do not worry about breakups. Sad whenever feel sad, and so on and so on. We beings do, because we allow these words to hurt us. That's why any word that triggers you in a negative manner, let's say the word stupid, and I'm just talking to you. I say the word stupid to you, right? Hey, you guys are stupid, and you're behind the screen watching this, and it triggers you, but I don't know you, so you can say I'm the problem, but no, let's go deeper about it. To call you out in a positive manner. Who is the owner? Who is the owner of the word stupid? What do you mean? Who's the owners? Who called you stupid? That traumatized the word stupid. Your mother, your father, your ex, the bully. There's the owners. That's why the word stupid bothers you as one being. Different one, Respectfully. That's my kids. I got monkeys right here. I don't like nobody fighting. I grew up with fucking violence and bullshit. Like, dude, use your words. Words go deeper than a knife. But you want to be fucking monkeys, be monkeys. I thought all my kids, especially my 5 boys, y'all gonna become traumatized with the word monkeys. When you become older, when you hear monkeys, you're gonna think of me. I'm gonna tell you what. You're still fighting? Fuck you monkeys. You deserve to be in jail and prison. That's why all you monkeys deserve to be in zoos, but you cannot put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So you have jails and prisons. Oh my gosh, life's so hard. And you hate the police all you want, but why do you hate the police? Is it because of you or is it because of the police? Make that shit make sense, you know? That's why you have all this bullshit little rules, because humans become too narcissistic and you become regulated. You gotta get regulated. Then one day you might start your healing journey and you be like, look, rewind time in your head, fuck, I fucked up. Yeah, you did. It's not ever too late. But how many people did you destroy in this life? Yeah, that's what when it goes into narcissistic, everything, all my tattoos way up here. They are elusive disciples, the fuck ups of the universe. Everything they touch, they destroy. They are karma. All you queens with karma, you're dating karma. They are karma not knowing. What? Tell me I'm wrong. You know? The one sentence I know is, ¿Dónde está el banco? Oh, el baño? Where's the bathroom? Yeah. I legit have actual love. I can feel for the little critters now. Fur babies. Yeah, that's awesome. It just breaks the ice. No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, a little Spanish. Once again, like, if you can bullshit with people, most definitely wise. You know, that's hella cool. And that's how you get to know people. But as beings, right, for everybody out there, like, control and protect your energy best as possible. If you're too emotional, like too lovey-dovey wise, which is the term is too empathetic wise, anytime you catch feelings, you're gonna go deep into the situation. And in your head, you go down the rabbit hole in the gray area, and you start over loving, overthinking. We could be a cute couple, get married, and cute kids. Like why are you in the rabbit hole? Why are you in the future? And for everybody, as one being, can you handle rejection? What? Nobody has to say yes to you. Can you handle rejection? If you can't handle rejection, stay on your healing journey. Because if you say no, you're more likely to ask a question. If you don't make a comment or ask a question, you won't ever start a conversation. You won't ever know. You know, my situation, say shoot my shot, which I don't, but I say I do. Shoot to a queen. Hey, it's a no type of situation. She's like, no. I'd be cool. That's, you know, I respect your boundaries every which way when I ask you this, but you know, there's a reason why. And she that'd be like, I just told you no, and that's it. Keep it simple. No, I don't have to elaborate. Or she started elaborating, or I can be here about this. Before you elaborate, let me elaborate. Is it because my tattoos, single father, kids, I'm 18, but I'm 44 on the outside, I'm brown, my hair, like, nah, it's none of the above. I have love for you platonically, and that's it. Cool. My situation, I don't get my feelings about it. Why? A zillion queens, the whole universe, why would it just about one? Why would I question myself? My overage myself before the healing journey, fuck yeah, I become sad, depressed, and question myself, worth, suicidal thoughts, I'm not worthy. And that's the worst part. When you keep shooting your shot and everyone tells you no, neck tattoo, suicidal thoughts, they'll kick in harder and harder. What is my purpose here? I want to love somebody, have someone love me back. But everyone tells me no. Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up really bad. But on top of that, preach about environments. If you live in the ghetto hoods, it's a lot of rejection here. A lot of boys can handle this bullshit. That's why you see that shit on TikTok, all that shit. The clubs, first and foremost, in the ghetto hoods, you cannot find love in the clubs, house parties, nor bars. The suburbs, yeah, you have a better chance. It's more empathetic wise on the overall better energy, but in the ghetto hoods, fuck no. 95%, I say at the time, in the ghetto hoods, especially in the ghetto hoods, if you want to go to clubs, house parties, and bars, 95% there for toxic love, aka lust. You're gonna meet your future, bae mom, bae father, side chick, side guy right there, and all you love God, higher source, quote unquote, right? And then 3% there have a good time. 2%, like I was, I don't want to be there. I'm the DD, and then I'm making sure the squad behaves. But lucky, I didn't nothing happen to me. There was altercations in Seattle downtown 4 times, and my boys be like, my homies be like, why every time? I go, I don't do shit. I don't drink nothing. I just chill like the movies. I chill on the fucking wall. I'm watching you guys. I'm like, and I'm talking to myself, like, bro, what am I doing here? This is not even my scene. This is some fucked up energy. Everything's wrong right here, And then the movies, the female walks up to me, starts talking to me, and like, oh, hey, what's up? Hey, miss, how you doing? How's it going? Small talk, what's going on? You here with your girl? Like, nah, I'm single. Oh, who you with? Oh, my people's over there. Yeah. And then she'd be like, what are you drinking? H2O? What? Water? And just start laughing. Same fucking, all 4 of them, the same conversation, same shit. And I grab the cup, take a sip, and then drink it. What is this? You never had water in your life? Why are you drinking? I don't drink. I don't want to be here. And a small talk, you with your boyfriend? Nah, I'm single. That's my people's over there too. That's cool. We should go dance. I don't dance. What? I don't know how to dance. Cool music. They can dance. You do your thing. I'm just here chilling. So you just came here just to watch them? Basically, yes, I'm babysitting. Because they get lit too wasted. I gotta carry them to the car. All that bullshit. I'm the DD. Oh, Cool, you know, and then hey, I'll be back in a minute. Cool. And then what happens? They leave. Same for altercations. Homeboy, typically the black cats, the black and brown fucking tension, especially in the ghetto hoods. They roll up and start checking me. That's, you know, who's that? I don't know. That's my girl. Well, that's your girl. It's cool. My bad type of situation, you know. She let me know she's single, but if that's your girl, then go hit her up. And then all my people's looking at me. I'll point to, oh, you good? Like, yo, let's go, man. What? Let's go. And I go. Then they all roll up. No, I go. Hey, no problems, man. Let's just get going. Let's go home already, man. It's very late, anyways. My boys, my homegirls, like, why every time? I don't know. You know, it's not my problem. You know. And that's the time I love you guys. I'm not doing this no more. No, because every time I go out with you guys, and it's not you guys, it's the black cats typically, man. The fuck, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know, I'm just chilling there, and I didn't talk to her. I didn't walk up to the females at all. Nothing. They rolled on my type of situation, like, bruh. And that's why it's not my scene. That's why, as a being, wherever you go, if you don't feel good, get out of there. Intuition. The future self talking to yourself, quote unquote. Hey, gotta go. If not, stay there. And shit happens to you. Stay the fuck ass. You know, like my daughters and my young nieces and nephews. This is the ghetto hoods. You know, there you go. In the nighttime, there ain't shit good in the hoods. There's nothing good here in the ghetto hoods at nighttime, especially the weekends. But don't worry. I tell my daughter and my nieces and nephews, anything happens to you, let me know when you get out of hospital. What? When you get out of jail, let me know. There ain't shit good here. This is ghetto hoods. You don't see what I see type of situation, so be it. Let me know. Like, you're mean. I'm like, you can call me mean, doesn't hurt my feelings. Here's the best part. I'm older than you. Why am I not doing what you're doing? I guarantee you when you go to clubs, house parties, and bars, you see cats my age or older than you, hitting you up type of situation. And you want to put yourself in a situation like that? Fuck it. You know, I got 8 kids. Sometimes one of you guys, respectfully, 7 more to go through, you know? And I'm just trying to tell a story to everybody out there so you don't fall on your face. You're in a bad situation, and then you're stuck in a trombone. That's the worst addiction in the universe. You know you deserve better, but you can't let go. You don't know how to go. I mean, you don't know how to let go. That shit sucks. Then what? Pray to God. God's like, hey, I gave you free one choice. Every being out there has free one choice, you know? Every being does. That's everyone's same gifts. Every breath as the first being, whatever you want to call yourself, Anunnaki, starseed, is called what? Free one choice. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? Well, you're not changing. You're choosing. What? You're still in a toxic relationship. The door is right there, and you're still staying there. But you're not changing. You're choosing. You're choosing to stay there. But I go, trust me, I know trombone sucks because in your head, you pray by manifest that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, magic you. One day, they'll wake up your partner and they love you like you love them. But that one day that you're waiting on, that you're praying on, when will that one day happen? Today, tomorrow, a year, 20 years from now. Go on TikTok. All these queens married fucking 20, 30 years, going to divorce. And they respect it. They have the right to do the victim mentality. Like, what do I do? How do I start fresh? You know, I've been knowing this guy for 30 years of my life, and that's all I know. Got kids? Yeah, that's all you know. And now you haven't dated for 30 fucking years. And, you know, after me like 5 years ago. Let me tell you these dating apps. Back in 2000, they were fucking free. Now you gotta pay and bullshit. I use dating apps to go live, you know, if they allow me to. I was on Plenty of Fish, but I got reported to be the boys, and I can go live them. I can make another account, but for a reason. Like, I did my job, I triggered the boys, and guess what? I go on my dig on my life. And that's what I'm saying. Everyone on these dating apps, like, especially the boys, if I trigger you, I did my job. Talk your shit in the comments. Yo, queens, see that boy right there on the dating app? He forgets that he's on a dating app. He's looking for love. He is toxic love. Major red flag. Don't get involved with him at all. He has a lot of healing to do. He needs more hugs, less drugs. I tell my daughter I am infatuated with her as a human, and she thinks I'm a psycho. My grandma said, love is loving a person for who they are and not faulting for what they are not. Hey, man, have a beautiful day. Aaron, have a blessed day. And that's beautiful. Once again, your grandma old school love, right? And that's when you was more like loving, quote unquote. Nowadays, show me love. In the suburbs, yo, hell yeah, in the suburbs, a lot. I go to Seattle Farmers Market. I do DoorDash. You know, I'm famous with my tattoos. I'm walking in Seattle. Man, you have a lot of tattoos. Yeah. And they're just words, right? Like, yeah, just pretty much words, yeah. Words and phrases. What's it about? The healing journey. What? You know what, the healing journey? Yeah, I started and completed it 5 years ago. What do you mean completed it? I know it sounds crazy when I say completed, right? That means finished 5 years ago. But I can always learn from others. You can never have enough notes, knowledge, wisdom, analogy, metaphor, riddles, nor stories. I can learn from others. But as one being, what's toxic? What are trombones? What's insomnia? What are breakups? Yo, I don't worry about that. I got about 10,000 girlfriends. And here's the best way being potentials. Because nowadays, baby steps, right? You dating and bullshit, yeah. But they can all ghost me. I don't care. They can cheat on me. I don't care. I'm not codependent on nobody. I know people will come and go. If you want to force people to stay in your life, to stay stuck in trauma bond. Because why? On my tattoo way up here, one of my first tattoos, it says, like I was 95% of the universe, you're broken, codependent, scared to be alone, abandonment issues. You are looking for love and happiness in people and man-made BS. All you're doing is buying vanity, cut to lose your mansion, your head. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever need was you, the end. What? You are the answer to your own life. It's not nobody else. We can add, love to you and guide you every which way, but I can take it away whenever I want to. What? Anybody can walk away whenever they want to. That is their free one choice. If you're chasing people, you're scared to be alone. Fake tattoos, alone, right? Initially, it is scary. That's the healing journey. Very painful because you're all alone. We're all raised to be codependent. If you break down life, I love saying this shit because no one really says this, right? You've always had bodies by your side. You're a little kid, your caregivers, your parents, siblings, family, go to school, classmates, right? Bodies by your side. Graduate, keep it simple. You graduate, get your own job position, your own location, your room, studio, there it is. But you have roommates or you have a partner, then what? You still got bodies by your side. The day you're actually alone in your four walls with nobody around you, then what? Now it's scary. It's scary because why? And then what you ask every night, you're lonely, the loneliness, because no physical body by your side. No one is coming home to you. And vice versa. Everybody else, they're going home to a body, no matter if it's toxic relationships or healthy, but they got a body, you don't. That's why being alone initially, it is scary. Trust me. That's why people try to, more on the men's side, we try to do healing journey. It's scary. Like, fuck this shit. Fuck that. I don't want to feel this shit. Even if you just talk to you, want to go back to your ex or people, you'll take anybody. I might support you 5 years ago. Stay strong, King. Don't give up. I know it's scary. You're detoxed from codependency. Your brain wants to be like this. How was you? It hurts, right? Stay strong. Or go back to your ex. Get another girlfriend. You're not ready for that. You're hurt. Go hurt another one. Let me know how that feels. Hurt people, heal people. I'm talking to you. Heal people. We got to forewarn every which way. I'm not happy with the police because my local PD marginalized me personally for a full year. Oh, really? For what reason am I asking? I haven't looked for love in years. Oh, well, you can look for love, but like they say, that saying, patience is a virtue. Like, yeah, it's factual to a certain extent, but in my situation, like, respect being 3.5 years single. I got a girlfriend 3.5 years ago. I can have a girlfriend today if I want to. I'm on one-on-ones, but respect when I say this, like, I don't want to be involved with anyone that's broken. Respectfully when I say that. Like, I prefer a woman that's in the healing journey, more awakened, woke journey. We can have these conversations. Because if you're fresh in the healing journey, look how I carry myself. And, but then just to shoot the shot, right? The same outcome. They want to get to know me. I'm not a virgin. I'm a book. I'll tell you everything about me, right? The old version of myself, my past version of myself, right? But when I ask you questions, and it becomes personal, and I definitely respect your boundaries to the fullest, then they shut down. They all have the same shit. You shut out. If you want to be my boyfriend, just be my boyfriend. That's it. That's the potential, as you say, right? But then I become my therapist and my counselor. What? Don't become my therapist nor my counselor. But you say you're sad. I just want to talk about it. And that's the part where I'm stuck at. I'm like, okay, well, fuck. I'm talking, well, guess what? I'm too much for you. What do you mean? So, scenario, we become together as a couple, boyfriend and girlfriend, right? So, every time something happens to you, someone triggers you, and it's not me. It's not I. So I get crucified. The crown of Jesus. So you're going to crucify me because your father triggers you, your kid triggers you, your baby father, social media triggers you, and you're sad, depressed, any negative emotion. And I'm being want to talk about it, you look at me, no, I need my space. Cool. So for how much longer have we been doing this for? In my head, I'm elaborating, but verbally I can't do it because you don't become your therapist counselor. Then what do you want me to do then? Sit there and stay cool. You want me to use you for body, beauty, money, power, fame, and your lust? Cool, let's do this. Until I become bored, until I can't do no more, then I'm walk away. What? I will just walk away. And I took your energy because you allowed me to take my energy. Take your energy. And this is a scenario that ain't factual. It's a scenario. It can become factual if you want to do this. You ready for this? Are you ready to get hurt? Because I don't need people. I'm not codependent. I used to be like you. You're codependent. I want people. If they want to match energy, two-sided relationship. A, communication. B, comprehension. Not one-sided. Typically, you queens are communication and comprehension. Us, men, more narcissistic. Communication, no comprehension. Why do you think we bicker about the same subjects, word for fucking word, every single time? Because I don't comprehend what you're telling me. On top of that, if we're bumping heads, I don't want to comprehend what you're telling me. I thought some another female, right? And nowadays you're my housewife. Everything's from work. I got the work wife. Social media. I got IG wives. I got wives everywhere. Cause what does everybody do? All of us in toxic relationships and these toxic, love, broken, coded relationships. What do? We do emotional cheating, not knowing. We can start catching feelings, and then do emojis, all this bullshit. But I love my girlfriend. I love my husband. And then on top of that, cherry top, I love God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, my ancestors. But I'm about to emotionally cheat or cheat. Make that shit make sense. Like, bro, you have a lot of healing to do, man. There's a new guy in my neighborhood who keeps ignoring my rejections to hit on me. Or he thinks if he keeps trying, tomorrow, one day, you might give him a chance. Remember, first and foremost, rejection is protection. If you can, I don't know if you elaborate, hey, check out, like, I told you once, twice, no, and it's just pretty much a no. We can tell them platonically wise as friends, but there is no love here to be beyond that. And sometimes they can't handle the word no, or they, you know what? Because the buddy's telling me, just keep trying. Chip on that wall. One day you'll break it down. She'll give you a chance. But if you force the situation to happen, yeah, she'll give you a chance, right? Forcefully. And when it doesn't work out, then what? She mistreats you. Then what? Hey, you want to be with me? This is the way I am. But I don't even want to be with you. But let's do this. Fuck it. Enjoy that toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. Let me know the outcome. On my tattoos, I have a little angel whispering mayor for God, higher source. A little devil for Satan, Lucifer, Satan. Then it says, so I say God, Lucifer, the universe, we get a popcorn, sit on a couch, watch TV because all your blue pillars, all your red pillars are free entertainment. I gotta watch TV. I go on TikTok, IG, make my comments, and just go on my day, on my life. I play clips like, all this shit. What I post, what I talk about, feelings, the healing journey. That's all it's about. I don't give a shit about anything man-made. What? Do I post about race, religion, politics, COVID, man versus woman? No, I'll play certain clips, like whatever podcast, talk to you as podcast. But they become viral because it's man versus woman. A bunch of OnlyFans on there. No, these OnlyFans queens make your money, but you don't know anything about love, respectfully. And then the men that are rich on there, yes, the men that are rich are mad at the OnlyFans because they've been working 20, 30 years of life, making billions of dollars, right? But they had to work physically through all that bullshit stress. Queen hits 18 years old, becomes an OF, she's making fuck. Look at that girl with Bad Bunny. I think she made like her first fuck the day she became 18. Her first post in OF. I think she even bragged about it. She posted, hey, I have receipts. $1.2 million. $1.2 million, fresh 18. So, make your money, but here's the kicker. Look at her, Bad Bunny, and toxic relationships. Go on social media, I have clips. Me as a being, I download all clips. Anything with feelings, breakup, divorces, ghetto hoods, toxic bullshit. But main toxic relationship, I love to download it. I play it. Hey, you might not. Some people call me out like, why don't you give the person credit where credit's due? Like, what do you mean? You don't know who that is? I know. I've seen their faces on these platforms, but I don't know who that is. If I know who you are, I follow you. I'll put your name. Like, there's a girl like Johnny Chang, religious talk. So I put his clips. It says hashtag copy letters feelings. Hashtag the healing journey, and I put Johnny Chang. I know who he is. I love Johnny Chang. He's a beast. The way I talk about life and preach about life, these feelings, the healing journey, he does the Bible, scripture. He's a beast. He does our times, but go back to scripture. He's read the Bible 25 times front to back. That's a beast. I read it many, many times when I was a little kid. I haven't read it since. I've read pieces of it, Pretty intriguing. I'm going to start again type of situation. But the cool thing with him, he says, I break down the Bible best as possible, simple as possible. And that's what I do with life. Healing journey, these feelings, love. Because love doesn't hurt at all. It's highly impossible. That's the most incorrect line we could say, because higher source is love. When anyone says, fuck love, once again, you have the right to say this. But when I hear any post on the platform say that shit, my one-on-ones, yo, King Queen, I was you. So let me elaborate. When I hear you say that, in my head, right? When you say fuck love, you say fuck God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors. That's what I just heard out your mouth. And you have the right to say that. I was you. But here's the kicker. It's incorrect. You don't like to say fuck toxic love. And they'd be like, what's toxic love? When you love somebody that doesn't love you back, say that shit. Fuck toxic love. Toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically. And you queens, especially you queens. Some kings too, but you queens. Potentially even your own life. What do you mean? If I can't have you, nobody can have you. What? Yeah. You're about to become a TikTok story. Trust. That's why a lot of queens are talking. If you got to that point where the verbal threats already happened, you already got your ass kicked, right? Respectfully. And he says that line, make a TikTok, phone the universe, hey, I have no beef with nobody. What? I have beef with nobody. If anything happens to me, it's my baby father, it's my husband. He will not let me leave. And tell you a little story. You more likely you will not be here, but guess what? Guess what they're looking for? Boys and girls narcissists, they hate getting caught. Every which way. Every which way. That's why they're bitter and hateful, because they want to destroy more and more, because they hate themselves. Simple as that. Narcissists can't change. I used to say the same shit like 2-3 years, not like 3 years ago. That's incorrect. Anybody can change whenever they want to, but a boy or girl that's narcissistic, it's a lot harder for them because they don't have to love. They never got love. They got glimpses of love. Everything starts from home. That's what it's called, child trauma. Yeah, and you go to middle school. Here's the best part. All you middle school, high schoolers, when y'all get in these relationships, you don't ask the correct questions. You want to ask the correct questions? It's very simple. Shut up. How your parents doing? If you like somebody, right, middle school, high school, how your parents doing? And they'd be like, what? They can say fine. Or they'd be like, oh, well, parents, I got my mother. My pops, I don't know who he is. Or vice versa. I got my pops, I don't got my mom's. Or I'm an orphan. I don't have parents. I got step parents. Cool. Child trauma. How's everything at home? Well, everything's cool, but, my father always beats my mom. She's flying. It's kind of bad. Well, toxic love. Child trauma. And vice versa. That's having to ask the same question. So both of you grew up with toxic love, and you think in middle school, high school, you can become love. Really? I pray for you guys that go my day, go my life. Respect you, I was you. That's all incorrect. You about to learn the hard way. And then when you get trauma bonded, more likely you will, because when you have S06 intercourse, you change energy from a bond, soul tie to inflames, trauma bonds. Potentially catch what? Feelings. STs are babies because of one act. All you virgins out there, if no one's told you this, no one told me this is my analogy metaphor. When you're there with somebody, whoever you lose it to, in your eyes, that is your God, goddess. What? In your eyes, all you see is them. So the idea that you're empathetic, square loving person, and you lay down a person that matches energy, that's loving, empathetic wise, you'll have a better outcome. You'll still have traumas and bullshit and triggers for sure, but if you do opposite side, like I did, but my first baby mom was not knowing because nobody taught me this shit. Born raised a cat, they go to church. Maybe somebody either the Bible to the fullest, because that's why I love Johnny Chang. He breaks it down, but talks relationships, Matthew, blah, blah, and I'm like, old school terminology, but he breaks it down to our terms. I'm like, fuck, there it is. So it is in the Bible. Awesome. I just didn't research, So that's why I read the Bible, communication, obviously, and then I comprehend it, right? So that's what I tell people, it's not ever too late. The mass situation, I won't ever deal with toxicity. I don't deal with toxicity at fucking all. Zero. I tell you potential, you become toxic. Don't like my last potential, right? I say it's like, you be toxic? Nah, be toxic in bed. What do you mean by that? It's our time. See what's that intercourse. Do whatever you want to do. It's our time, but don't be toxic with my partner. They say you got kids, not around your kids, not my kids, around nobody. Do not be toxic in general around people. In bed, TSS intercourse, we have our fun. That's our time. And that, no, I don't, and I won't deal with toxicity. You see that right there? I will leave. What? I will leave. Can you handle rejection just because of that? If you love toxic, date toxic. I don't recommend to be a bloodbath, but get toxic. The reason why you love toxic because you are toxic. Anyone that says a corny ass line, all my exes are toxic, all my exes are crazy because you're toxic and you're crazy. All you know is toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. You don't know what love is. So the day that you do get love, I promise you 1,000, you'll be scared of it. This shit's too, it's too good to be true. Before they cheat, I will cheat. Before they leave, I will leave. Before they ghost, I will ghost. Tell me I'm wrong. And let's say the person in the healing journey, awakening woke journey, they won't leave you. They can call you out. Let's say, like my situation, let's say a potential partner, she gets scared and stuff like that, and I'm certain, let's say she ghosts me, and we see each other, hey, shut up, why'd you leave? No, because, I was just scared, leave me, cheat on me, so I just left. I go, I'm not that person at all. I used to feel like the way you feel. And you didn't hurt my feelings at all. I'm talking to you, right? So learn from this. You won't hurt my feelings, but the person behind me, if you're not ready for love, you're not ready for it. Don't do this. Because the person behind me, you will hurt him. And he might be like, my over myself, fuck, like I did in 2011. Why keep being a nice guy? All my buddies, my homegirls are fucking destroying everything they touch. Body hopping like crazy, just fucking, they got everything. And I'm here, God, Buddha, all that good stuff, Mr. Positive, show the respect. I'm getting fucked every which way. So why should I be nice? Yeah, triggers kick in. Now you go from the good guy to the bad guy, nice guy to the bad girl. Now you're doing your thing. At 2011, benefits. 11 months, 100 plus, no bragging rights. Smartphone, no MySpace, no Facebook. Every queen I spoke to, physically spoke to them. I was getting promoted. No bragging rights. I would tell my why are you telling your homegirls about me what we're doing? Because she's going through it. And I told her what we're doing. And I told her you're cool. I'm like, right, but this is between us. You didn't ask me, So now I'm doing my thing. Then you start, you get lust or narcissistic traits of every being. You start losing control. That you start losing control because then from there, the energy, you lock eyes, everything cool. In my head, how should taste like, how the TLC session be like, being lustful as fuck, and boom, we're doing our thing. And then after the session, I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to stop doing this. And then the worst part, when you stop doing it, then from there, wise, your benefits, your situations wise, they get mad at you because you're rejecting them and you're stopping it. Why? What's wrong? Like, no, sorry don't fix it. I told all 100 plus, like, and here's a forewarning. We all do benefit situations, and you're ready to squash it. Remind them. I told them, hey, one of these days, when this, you can stop this, I can stop this, but when I stop it, it's over. That type of situation, right? So, just be ready for that. Control your feelings as best as possible, because we're not ever a couple, ever. And I'm laying down with others, And here's the kicker. I don't have to say it to nobody. I keep it to myself. These boys, they just body up and that's it. They don't say shit at all. Respect, that's obviously incorrect, but hey, to each their own. My situation, like, I don't get to know you as a being, but, when I stopped filming my shit, like in December of 2011, and I started maybe like in, I don't know, like February, March of 2011, I just lost control. So my homegirl put me aside. I'm happy she did that, because if she did not do that, it could have been bodies, and my other nickname is Marge, right? So in Washington State, you hear, hey, that's Marge, like, you think a female, and they see me like, oh, you're a male, like, yeah, I'm a man. That's crazy. Yeah, my friend Margarito, but in English, Margarito is Margaret, so Marge. Okay, cool. And that's like one of my second girlfriend. She's like, so you smashed all of Seattle. I could have. What? I could have. I was very selective who I lay down with, because if I can't talk to you, get to know you, then what am I doing here? I'm not my boys and homegirls that just do one night stands, and I don't know how y'all do that. Respect you to each their own, but I know you won't be a potential partner, but we get to know each other, and we watch the movie. All of them are watching the movie Avatar. Check out Wednesdays, us. I know it's a movie, but this will be us. I'll have Titi, you'll have Jake, but I can't tell you when. So for the time being, to figure out your love story, and when it ends, it ends. So my situation, December 2011, I didn't have to do this. I'm for everybody. You have to do this. You can just walk away and call it ghost, and that's it. But me, I'm just like, I just let everybody know, hey, I'm done. It's over. I'm leaving. What do you mean? I'm leaving. And here's the best part. I shouldn't only move 3 hours away. Deadass. Seattle's only 3 hours away from me. I told them, hey, child, I'm going to move to Eastern Washington. I'll give you a hint. It's Yakima Valley. I want to tell you which city. I'm going to need your phone number. And how can I hold you? You're not on social media. Exactly. Don't. Why look for me? It's over. Try to accept the best possible, but I'm leaving. Why? Because I did too much wrong. I fucked up every which way. This was not ever supposed to become me at all. So then from there, if I stay here and we see each other, I mean, it's rejection, right? It's hard to fight lust, because you already know that the TLC is phenomenal. Your sessions are phenomenal. You keep beautiful energy, right? But it's fake. It's not real. Hug, fist bump, handshake, what like that? It's like that. Why not a hug? Because our hug, analogy, metaphor, we make hug. We do a hug. We go from hugs to making babies really fast. TLC's intercourse. No, I'm trying to stop that. Respectfully, it's not you. It's me. You shouldn't have been this person at all. But guess what? I had no guidance in life. Lucky my hunger put me aside. We talked about it, and I'm stopping all this. So I got slapped, punched so many times, head bunted. to forewarn you, like, you can try to stop the situationships, benefits, and potentially they might get, because everyone has narcissistic traits. When you're chill with little angels and shit, right? But all of a sudden you're getting slapped. Like, why you slapping me? Because you're leaving me. Why? And then they're hugging you. Like, the movie's dramatic as fuck. Respectfully, because in their heads you made them feel good. Now you're gonna leave them and they have nobody. They start from scratch. Yeah, that's why try not to get deep in the situation with feelings, especially with benefit situationships. That's the part of rejection. As one being, because no one says this shit, can you handle rejection? If you can't handle rejection, you have a lot of healing to do, because no one has to say yes to you. Anybody can walk away whenever they want to. That's something to turn back. If you're in a positive manner, did you know anyone could leave, anyone could cheat, anyone can ghost, anyone could break up with you, anyone can divorce you whenever they want to. That is their free one choice. When they do, and wish this out, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you feel scared of that? What? Who says that? Show me any platform, anyone that says that. These spiritual, religious people, therapists, counselors. There's, what do you call them? Inspirational speakers, I guess. Who says that? No one really says that shit. I feel warm, but trust, as it being an everyday background, I'm always trying to dissect the universe, make it simple, make it as simple as it can be, black and white, straight to the point. Like, what? The door's right there. What? Run! Don't look back. What? Especially when you're adults. If you're an adult, they're an adult, you left the household. You got your apartment, they got an apartment. Cool, you got your cribs. Awesome. That's not your fucking kid. Stop being their babysitter, their mother, their father, their probation officer. That's not your kid. Let him fuck up. Let him fall in the face. That's not your kid. Or sit there and babysit them because you don't want them, because you know if you leave them, they will get in trouble. And don't do what I did my first baby mom. 12 years too fucking long. I was all of the above. Tough. And then when you leave, you don't look back. Fuck, you can breathe. The less stress your life, the better for yourself as a being. You want to see the fountain of youth? The fountain is youth is you. The less stress in your life, the better for yourself. Analogy metaphor. You have enough food on your plate. Why do you want to add more food to your plate? Your eyes are bigger than your mouth. What does that mean? Whatever your stress is of your ex's past pain, toxic trauma. Everybody else has the same shit. And the telling you a story what they're going through. If you're not ready for it, take your coach. Much love. I Twisted. Have best day. Take care of it. Hugs and prayers. Keep doing good. Take care of Nana Hubs and keep doing that ink therapy. In October, I get 3 sessions. So I'm trying to finish my back before the end of the year. If not, definitely next year. But keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Twisted Queen. Stay blessed. Whatchamacallit. Yeah. I think that's really rude of him to ignore my blatant reactions. It definitely is. You know, parents taught me toxic love for sure. Haha, you don't talk to you, yo. Right. Well, that's why it's called what? The generational cycle. If you want to see a future, look at your toxic family. Literally in front of your face. And nobody says that. All these people, religious people, atheist people, I'm like, that's not even my gift. Future? It's right there. What? Especially you queens. Look at your mother, auntie, grandmother. That term, behind closed doors, in the streets, lovey-dovey, all the good shit, they throw on a fucking show. Because your mom, auntie, grandmother have to throw on a show on. Because they cannot make your father, uncle, grandfather look bad in the public scene. But behind closed doors, yelling all this shit, like, you'll visit them like, fuck. Then I was looking at my parents, my pops, just tell my siblings are 7, yo, let's go outside and just chill until the fucking work comes down. No more yelling, maybe go back in the house. Go in our rooms. And then you have to walk on eggshells. My dad's all pissed the fuck off. Lock eyes, you avoid eyes every which way. Because lock eyes, what are you looking at? Oh shit. Come over here, fuck, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. And you get murked. You didn't do shit. Like, why get my ass kicked? I didn't do nothing. Between you and moms. And then your siblings laugh, like my siblings will laugh. And he'll give him a warning. And then you laugh again, you're next. And then we're kids, kids, when they start chuckling, they are start chuckling. Now 7, I was getting murked. We're just, telling stories, survive type of situation. But now I know how my pops is the way he is, my uncles, because my grandpa and my great-grandpa, that's just called what? The generational cycle. That's to tell everybody out there, your future is literally in front of your face. All this mammy bullshit, yeah, go to college, school, awesome, get your money, power, and fame. But you left the household, you got your business, Bugatti and everything, but you're still fucking scared of your parents, especially your pops. Make that shit make sense. Child trauma, why won't you let it go? That the fuck out, why won't you let it go? That's the shit of codependency. I know it's scary. If that's all you know, then stay in the victim mentality. Do what everyone does. We all do the same shit. Tell sob stories. Play the role of victim. Do you have the right to do that? But the question is, for how much for longer? In this lifetime, how much for longer? Because when you do that, you express yourself, tell your story, the person you talk to, they might potentially catch feelings, and they think if you're too empathetic, maybe I'm the one. Or they're too narcissistic. Oh, please, they're emotionally vulnerable. I can tell them everything they want. They want to hear. That's why I'm gonna say, like, narcissists, are sponges. We're all sponges. Narcissists mirror, everybody fucking mirrors. Why I speak fast? Not because of myself. I'm trying to work on speaking a lot slower. But I speak fast because my first baby mom's 12 years with her. Hispanic, Mexican Americans, for the most part, speak hell of a lot slower, which I'm trying to speak a lot slower. But when you're somewhere 12 years, you just adapt best as possible. Like, they even told me in Seattle, they check out all the Dominican, Cubans, Boricuas, Puerto Ricans, they check out, Bobby, I cannot slow down for you. We speak like this. You Mexicans speak really slow. That's what you and I, we speak Spanish, but our language barrier, because you speak too slow, and I'm just like, what? What are they saying? And we speak too fast, and you're the same shit. And that's when we get an altercation. On top of that, we use the exact same words, but we have different definitions. I go, exactly. So what did I do? I adapted my environment. That's why, I'm trying to speak a lot slower, but if you remember me 5 years prior, before this healing journey, I sound like a chipmunk. My papa I just talk, he just smile. When I know when he smiles, I have to repeat myself multiple times. He'd be like, I don't know what you're saying, man. Like, try to slow it down. Holy shit. I know, I'm trying. So that's my dilemma, my flaw, quote unquote. But once again, everybody mirrors everybody. So that's why we're sponges. That's why as beings, you got to be careful who you get involved with, especially in talk relationships. Y'all want about me? A simple question. Like, Queen, you never asked your manager for his cell phone? Before you say hi to him, how was your day at work? Babe, can I see your cell phone? A simple question. Babe, can I see your cell phone? A simple question. If he gets triggered, fit all his bullshit excuses, the Fifth Amendment, blah, 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 rights. His excuses, SOS, stuck and stupid. 1 + 1 = 3. You don't want to see what's on the phone. Or they tell you, well, you can go through my phone, but whatever you find, it's over. Because remember this, whatever you read, watch, observe, hear, it's embedded in your head. You cannot erase it. I work in computers. Computer talk. Computer has a virus, what do? I can do antivirus, but fuck all that bullshit. I back up your files, wipe the drive. No such thing as a virus. Reinstall, Windows, iOS, Apple, and that's it. Brand fucking you. I can't do it to a human. Whatever you see, observe, watch, hear, read, it's embedded in your head. It's engraved every which way. So you really want to see what your partner's doing on that phone. And from there, wise, you're an angel. Love God, the higher source, right? You will not ever to fucking fly. And triggers. You're breaking up over a cell phone, red light, you're bothered, triggers, yellow light, you're angered, you're getting angry and shit. Let me see your phone. Cool. Yo, either break into the cell phone, he or she, keep it simple, typically most males, but he hands it to you, and now you start digging, going through the shit, researching, playing Sherlock Holmes, and when you see all this bullshit, when you hit the green light, become triggered, hatred, the devil will come out of you. You black out, you snap, you flash, yeah. And you know what the fuck you did. That's why I love anime. Watch anime. It's a cartoon. That cartoon has so much wisdom. It's stupid. It fucking has so much knowledge. It's retarded. So you grow. It's a cartoon. Yeah, that cartoon can teach you about life because that would become you. And when you slap him, hit him, stab him, and you fucking become from the devil to God, quote unquote, right? Calm the fucking way triggers. You just stabbed him. You're about to catch a case. Ready for that? I'm sorry. SARS don't fix shit. Stars do not fix shit at all, especially you tell the same story for the same outcome. That's called insanity. I have to teach my kids, and that's why my kids say it to each other. Stars don't fix nothing. They're just like I'm just chilling, just laughing. I'm teaching you as well. Stars don't fix shit. Y'all, you hit each other, fight each other, and hurt each other all the time. Sorry. I go. Here's the best part. If you stop hitting each other like little monkeys, you won't ever say sorry. And just look at me. Yeah, Dad. I go. Well, one of these days. You figure it out. Because we co-parenting. Every weekend we have the same conversations till one day you stop doing that. But this is between you guys as siblings. These four walls, this little kingdom. Now what about the neighbors? What about your classmates? What about school? Yeah, we have more shit to happen. Everyone's traumatized. And nobody knows why for the most part, And that's why I'm trying to teach you guys. So you come at me, myself and many of us. Start your healing journey at a younger age so you can be ahead of the game. So you don't deal with toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, and you don't become like traumas. And you can help others. What? You going back and forth. You break up. He breaks up. You take him back. They cheat. That's called a trombone. You can tell them exactly what that is. What is that? I can tell you. I can show you on TikTok. All these platforms. That's what you're stuck on. Only you can break it when you're ready to leave and let go. What? God can't do it. I can't do it. No, not even him. You. And you can let go. But can he let go? What? You did your part. Why is he stalking you still? Why is he looking for you for? Because he does not know how to let go. He's just on a journey. If you want to talk to him and, do it in a fucking public place, if you want to get triggered and shit, you got scenes, you got people. Everyone has a cell phone. You want to whoop your ass? Oh, I'm recording. It's about to be viral. Tell the cops, yeah, now we did you the favor. He's locked up now, for now, until he gets out, and he come looking for you again and again and again, because he does not know how to let you go as a being, because that's his trauma bond. Nobody can do it for nobody at all. I even got higher source. If you break down correctly, why we did it day one. Every day above ground, keep it simple. We all have free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To stay or to leave? The door's right there. Then that's every day above ground. Every time you wake up, got one more day to live. What am I choosing? What am I doing? Oops, sorry guys. Let me play some clips real fast. Shit. So this is a spiritual universe. Remember this, my gift as one being is to call you out. That is, to call you out. especially the queens out there, because you can brag about God, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, you know. And then the male side, because they're not knowing this, but their God, their love is mammy bullshit. They brag about their body, their looks, my job, my karma. Yeah, that's mammy bullshit. It's not God made shit, right? Respectfully, so, you know. But I call you out because you say all this beautiful stuff, but then I observe you. I observe everybody, man. And I judge you. Like, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Positive. And I go to your profile. You make a TikTok. Let's say a month from now, you make a TikTok, you know, going through a toxic relationship with your partner. And then go prior. Oh, that's a month after. Go to your profile. Mr. and Mrs. Positive. All this good stuff, spiritual, God, etc. Then I'm going to call you out. Like, so if you preach about God, higher source, spiritual universe, right? How are you in a toxic love, broken, codependent relationship? Make that shit make sense. And 9 times out of 10, it triggers them. Who the fuck are you? I'm like, I'm not even a follower. I'm researching and answering the question best as possible. I respect your boundaries to get their attention. You've done to respond, but how you ask God to take them away. Ask God to fix it. He's been fixed it, but he gave you a free one choice for both of you. And for both of you, the door's right there, you know? So, anyways, for this clip, for the spiritual universe, a lot of spiritual queens, this is not my realm. It's I do communication. Excuse me, when it comes to a 4D to a 10D to a 20D matrix, I don't comprehend it. It's not my realm. It's very intriguing, you know, Anunnaki, star seeds, quantum, what's the other term? Like many terms for sure, like, you know, astrology, numerology, crystal, sage, yeah, Wiccans, yeah, very, very intriguing. I don't comprehend it respectfully. I did a little bit of, when I was a lot younger in the healing journey. I mean, on a journey, not a healing journey. And Wiccans, and Wicca-wise, did a little bit of it. It definitely has energy every which way, but, you know, that was not my thing. That's why I stopped doing it, because, you know, it's a lot of negative energy-wise. You know, it's crazy how it's fucking energy. It's amazing. The body, the avatar is just a vessel, maintain it. You gotta take care of your body, so your body takes care of you. That's the physical body, the physical matrix. Now, much more than spiritual, this matrix, your mental home, can you take care of that? What? Are you mentally strong? That's why if you do like Wiccans, they can attack you if you're not mentally strong. They're gonna hurt you every which way. You have to, you know, their spells, gifts, etc. But you can go, how's your ex doing? Hey, guess what? After this little battle, the scuffle, I'm gonna go say hi to your baby father. And then you get your feelings. Oh shit, the devil's coming out of you. But hey, and your people is control your feelings. They're just messing with you. That's their job. Everyone's job is to trigger your triggers. You know that, right? Now you can control and predict the energy best as possible. It does not matter what you are as a being. That's what they call feelings. And the best part, what I said, these words, to trigger everybody, these petty little words, conversations, languages have no feelings at all. Fucking zero. Yeah, so how's all universes, whatever universe you're from, and their feelings about things that don't have no feelings at all? Make that make sense? And the answer is you're the problem because you let these words get to you. Sad, or I feel sad, breakups, not breakups. Words don't about words, beings do. But once again, this is all for you as one being. Once you become like awake and woke, in the healing journey, you blessed as one being. You cannot do it for nobody else. You can pay it forward, but watch everyone suffering. You know, watch everyone suffer every which way. It'd be nice if everyone was taught this. Even boys and girls are narcissistic as fuck. Sociopath, psychopaths, the zombies, addicts, and addiction. But remember this, everyone as beings, higher source, I say we're all communication, and we're just messengers. Only you as one being get the comprehension. Nobody can do it for nobody at all. I'm a single for my kids. I know I can't do it for my kids at all. I can tell them stories, I can warn them, when it talks relationships, I can break it down. But me as one being, as a father, anyone that you get involved with, if I ever meet them, because obviously, you know, they know the way to speak. They are the partner type of situation. But let's say my son has a girlfriend, she's too narcissistic, I'll be chilling. These are my kids, so there's a Japanese to them, but I see through your energy. Cosmetic, you're beautiful. Inside, you're broken, though you're lost. You try to hurt my son, I'll have fun with you. Trust, and I'll expose you to social media so everyone knows, hey, I can put your first name is Maria. This is my son. She's hella toxic as fuck, too narcissistic. And guess what? Cosmetic, she's beautiful. Inside, she's broken, though you're lost. If you don't get involved with her, you suffer like my son's suffering. You know? And all these boys are narcissistic. They hate getting exposed. They worry about the what? All capital letters, reputation. Yeah, that's all these fuck girls, and you know the bad girls, and the worst one, the zombies, addicts, and addiction. They hate getting exposed because they worry about the reputation. Because if no one's fucking with them, they can move somewhere else. But now you're on social media, they be like, "Hey, aren't you that guy? I saw you on TikTok, whatever. Oh, I'm cool with you. Yeah, you're comic, you're a pretty boy, beautiful. But nah, I heard a story about your exes. Now I'm cool. I don't get involved with you. I like you. You can like me all you want. You can love me all you want. No, the answer is no. And from there, you're a bitch. Oh, but a minute ago you wanted to love me, get to know me, but now I'm a bitch. That's why the reason I'm saying this to you, because I saw a TikTok about you, I saw IG about you. That's why these boys are going narcissistic. They're worried about getting exposed. Yo, and they do that saying when I'm gonna sue you for defamation. If it's factual, yo, Queens, let's say you whipped your ass, right? DV case and domestic violence against everything. There's police reports, that's digital receipts, physical receipts. They get TikTok, hey, sue me for defamation. Let's go. Let's waste time in court. Can't lie, judge. That's him, right? That's police reports. So how am I defaming him? I'm just telling the whole universe, hey, this is my story, what I went through. So if you don't get involved with my ex, pray for you. The idea my ex is moving on. I don't know. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to her. But you get involved with them. And I informed you what the red flags that I missed. So more power to you. I go my day, I go my life, and that's it. But anyways, let me play this clip right quick.
Was designed to control your soul. Time was engineered to control your rhythm. Money was created to control your body. While Greece wrote the blueprint, Rome weaponized the machine. Let me cook. Of course, we're going to start with religion first. The early Jesus movement was radical, decentralized, and deeply mystical. And it wasn't called Christianity. Then came the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, where Constantine institutionalized it to unify the empire. By the way, Europe has a significant sized statue of Constantine if you've never been to Europe. Tracks. Anyway, that's when the Gnostic texts were banned. Divine feminine was erased, and when Jesus was turned from consciousness to a god object to be worshipped. The Gnostic text became dangerous to the empire because it teaches you that the divine spark is already within you. That salvation comes from awakening, not obedience, and that you don't need priests, temples, or tithes to reach God. And if people lived by that, then Rome couldn't control their soul. If you controlled the belief, you control the people. Once Christianity became a state religion, the imperial court and the church became two arms of the same body. Now let's talk about time. The 7-day week and the calendar are political tools. We literally use Rome's Gregorian calendar to this day. Months were named after emperors, the days named after planetary gods. The 7-day cycle enforced labor, worship, and political life. Ordinary people weren't allowed to know what day it was unless Rome had something to announce. A feast day, a tax, or an execution. Clocks, deadlines, and birth certificates are all man-made tools to track you. There is no Monday in the cosmos. 4 p.m. does not exist in the spirit realm, because spirit moves in alignment, not in rush hour. Man-made time is nothing more than slavery with better marketing. So no, slavery didn't go anywhere. It literally just evolved. Finally, let's talk about money. Once time was controlled, it was monetized, and labor became the currency. When hours became tied to money, the system didn't need chains. It had clocks. That's why we spend time, waste time, save time, and run out of time. The illusion of time keeps you hustling until you forget that you are divine. Rome wrote the original Matrix code, and the U.S. is just Rome 2.0. The names changed, the architecture changed, the Matrix code remained the same.
Respect and say this, so remember this. All that spirituality talk, that's 40 to 10 to 20 in the Matrix. It's intriguing, I don't comprehend it, but respectfully, a lot of stuff she was saying to me in my head, like, have you ever seen Trying By the series, that little cartoon? She's the teacher. That's I just respectfully, like, I'll sit there and like, okay, cool. Me as a being, I don't care about the past. Our ancestors, respectfully, they've been dead. I don't have the gift to speak to if you have the gift, I am not knocking on you. That is your spiritual gift. Once again, 40 to 10 to 20 in the Matrix, I don't have the gift. My ancestors is my personal family. My grandmother, grandfather, that's physical beings that I know. Now they're physically dead, Rest in peace to them, right? So if you want to go deep in the rabbit hole, do that. But remember this, is to keep it today and now the present best as possible. If you want to go in the rabbit hole, be like, you know what? Especially when they say that corny ass line, this is a simulation. If you want to believe it's a simulation, pinch yourself. Pinch yourself. If you say, ow, reality. Go punch a cop, and you're locked up. Hey, I thought it was a simulation. You're in this shit, man. Like, are you adapt to the best as possible? And that's why you have the physical matrix. It's very simple. First and foremost, nobody can beat the matrix at all. Zero. Nobody. All these fucking elites are fucking weak. It's a pyramid scheme. Whoever's in the very top, they're getting their head off. Because why? The people under them want the position, and so on. That's why everything in the pyramid scheme, every which way, right? So, but that's a physical man-made bullshit. So, in the matrix, you don't beat it. You just maintain. Job, money, car, home. Maintaining as one being. You can't do it for anybody else. You can help offer. But if you're toxic, and you have a roommate that's toxic, you can stay there or get him out of there. That less stress in your life, the better for yourself. And that's the physical matrix. What about your mental matrix? Emotional, mental, spiritual, working on yourself. Have you let go of your exes, your past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma? Do you have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues? Do you have triggers, overthinking, reactive abuse, deflection, projection, gaslight, manipulation, trauma, the cherry top? Do you still got insomnia? I don't miss none of that. All these tattoo scars healed. I don't miss none of that bullshit. Insomnia, I'm blessed. The last phase of my life, what's insomnia? Overthinking? What's overthinking? The less stress in life, the better for yourself. That's why keep your home good best as possible. And then you go to the matrix, gotta go to work, church, whatever. Everyone's suffering. We're all traumatized as fuck. Blue pillars, 2D world, they're entertainers. Everything they debate about, talk about man-made bullshit, race, religion, politics, all the shit's happening in the world. Respect for you, have compassion for the universe. I pray for the universe. What do you want to do about it? I have no money, power to get involved. If I do, the elites run the universe, because chaos makes the money. I ain't fucking with the money. So I can talk about it verbally, why sure, but movements, cool. Go become a martyr. Maybe in the next lifetime, you live a little bit longer. All you do is just pay for it and that's it. Do a podcast. Do what I do, pay for it and that's it. No one to comprehend you, and they can still off your dome. That like my 5 years ago, my 10 live workers, for 88 days, like six of them I met them, 3 queens from IG and Facebook. Followers don't know them like that. The live podcast, I was taking the blame for the breakup, all the shit, right? And they're talking, they broke it down like, yo, like, you teaching me all this, right? So why don't you do what I'm doing? They're like, there's rules to the game, and I reached out to you in DMs personally wise, right? And we chop it up, but after I'm going after that, like, no, because I'm trying as long as possible. Like, they fool me, hey, when they find out who you are, you're not gonna be here no more. Like, oh, so be it. But I call everybody the fuck out, because no one really says this. I'm gonna tell my back sometime this year. I'm not for sure next spring, because I'm trying to finish all my tattoos, right? I've been working on it for like, I don't know, like 2 years now, I believe. 2 years now. What you gonna call it? It's gonna say, a monkey can fight a monkey can pull a trigger, but can a monkey speak? So are you a narcissistic monkey, or are you an empathetic human? Use your words cut deeper than a knife. That be telling my back. And man, to make sure the hoodies, who's the trigger? All the fuck boys, fuck girls, bad girls, the zombies, addicts, and addiction, because they love to fight. They're too narcissistic, and they can see that in the street. They can try to mask and put one on my head. I know that. I proved the point. Yeah, you're not a human. You're a monkey. Simple as that. You're too narcissistic. Your God is the devil, Lucifer, Satan. That bad energy, whatever term you want to use, and you on my tattoo, you're elusive disciples, the fuckers of the universe. Everything you touch, you destroy. You're calm not knowing. Nobody says that because they don't know that yet. I already figured it out. I'm just paying it forward. Yeah. So once again with her, beautiful energy. On TikTok, she's viral, everything. But once again, what do? I research. I scroll. I just grab, scroll. Like, oh, she's a spiritual queen. Beautiful. Man versus woman a little bit. Like, cool, causing tension. But I'm the one that observes. Deadass. I don't respect and follow her. I don't follow a lot of people. But I observe. But let's see down the road, she makes some TikToks. She's going to break a divorce and all this drama and bullshit. But like, I'll call you out. That's my gift to trigger you. Because it's called feelings. My gift to trigger your feelings. All my tattoos, petty little words, feelings, They're like, well, you're Mrs. Positive. All they look at, you're vibe, making money off what you're doing, what you're preaching. So how are you, as one being, in a toxic, love, broken, coded relationship? Why won't you let them go? How are you stuck in a trauma bond? And she can cuss me out, block me. I did my job. I don't care. Because I don't care about, as one being, I don't care about words. Words have no feelings at all. And it's about the spiritual universe, right? So... And I only say this because I did, psychedelics and the mushrooms a little bit, right? So in this man-made world, that's why you have languages so we can talk to each other. In the spiritual universe, there's no such thing as languages. It's all telepathy. And trust me, I try to like video blog myself, and I get ready to speak. It was so hard to speak. I was trying to the idea, quote unquote, was okay, I'm gonna do shrooms, see if I see anything, talk to anybody out there, whatever, and from there, wise elaborate. I might lose vision of like my living room type of situation. But I can blog this, and from there I actually rewatch it again, and like, oh yeah, I was talking to someone so excited about it. But no, it's factual. It's so hard to speak. That's why in the spiritual universe there's no such thing as languages. That's when they say, oh, the aliens, they didn't speak to me. It was like there was telepathy, because that's the spiritual universe. We don't use words. It sounds crazy as fuck. But like my boy Bobby, my tattoo, is like, but why are we talking about this? Why are you saying what you're saying? Because it's shrooms, psychedelics. So, and on top of that, when you do like psychedelic, ayahuasca, DMT, all that great jazz, like, you can talk to the universe. My situation is not to God, but I got a foreign for the universe, and it's factual to foreign people. Like, you can do DMT, psychedelics, ayahuasca, but to forewarn you, To forewarn you, you can go, but you might not come back. What? What does that mean? You can come back, wake up in a different realm, a different vessel, a different avatar, and now your body, your vessel in this realm potentially does not make it. Or like I was watching, I have it somewhere on my cell phone, right? And I start organizing these clips. But anyways, I was showing my niece and nephew because they're messing with their eyes, right? And I was like, hey, I'm gonna show you a clip to forewarn you, and this can happen to you. And this is fear in a positive manner, because and this girl, I guess, I don't know, I can't tell you what's in America, but 19 years old, did acid, first time and last time, right? And she had a really bad trip. So she's still, they took her to the doctor, and they put her in a mess type of situation. And basically, like, she's there, but she's not there. She's trying to get basically her soul from a different realm, trying to get to this present times. And all she says, like, hey, I'm right there, I'm in the ceiling. She's trying to get to me, I'm trying to get to myself. And they think she's crazy. I was like, nope, she's not crazy. That's why my situation, if you decide to do it, definitely do microdosing. Go slow. See, if you feel something, just chill it there. Feel something, chill. If you're smart about it, audio blog, video blog it. Time the shit. Like I do that, like the gummies. One gummy, if I take one gummy, it takes me, I think, an hour and 10 minutes to finally kicks in. And it's only one gummy. An hour, 10 minutes later, it hits, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm floating. That's a projection. It feels crazy as fuck. And then it happened to me, like, talking about, I haven't done it for quite a while, right? But I was thinking, on the weekends, I do co-parenting. I was with my daughter. I took it here. I was like, cool. But remember this, if you do it on the norm, you should know your body, quote unquote. But I waited like an hour, nothing. I'm like, fuck it. I should be okay. I gotta drive an hour east to go see my boys co-parenting, right? So I'm with my daughter driving. And then it hits like 20 minutes to get to my, to my ex's and her hubby's place, right? Whatchamacallit, she called me. Something happened with the kids, and she's calling me, right? I'm driving, I'm talking to her, my Bluetooth, talking. And as she's talking, I'm just like, not paying attention. And I'm talking to myself, like, why do I feel like this? And she's all like, like the movies, you hear me? I'm like, play stupid. Oh, I'm sorry, can you say it again? Because I'm driving up to the hills, and I lost reception. And she repeats herself, and multiple times, are you okay? Like, yeah, just the reception. No, I'm not. I'm like, oh shit, the gummy kicked in. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fuck. And remember this, it's when you do like psychedelics wise, or any drugs, the safest one for the most for psychedelics, you want to do meth and all that other shit, that's a man-made bullshit, and that's gonna fuck your ability about it. But it's an emotional drug. Even if you're drinking, or anything's emotional, everything fucking heightens. So if you get scared, it's different what you do, especially when you do psychedelics. I cannot speak on meth, I won't even touch that stuff, respect, because obviously I don't become a zombie. It's an addiction. When they say addiction, it's a disease. No, the fuck it's not. It's called a choice, and then it will become a disease because you allow it to happen. And for everyone, you see your future. I talk to my kids all the time locally. Dad, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with her? That's a zombie. What? If you do drugs, that's a zombie. You have homeless people because they have their mental health issues, right? They don't deal with people. Then that right there, that's a zombie. If you do drugs, that's your future. And I tell all my kids, if one of you become a zombie, I would tell the other 7, shit, I'm to bully in a positive manner. Hey, that's your brother, that's your sister. Do drugs, your future. That's your future right there. That's your brother, that's your sister. All 7 of you do the same thing. I'll tell you, I got 7 of you guys. I mean, 8 of you guys. I will bully in a positive manner to put fear in you. It's fucking black and white. All this bullshit. You're on the research shit. Look at your family. Look at your sibling. Look at your kids right in front of your face, right? But anyways, if you do psychedelics, to forewarn you, that's you have bad trips and good trips because it's very, very emotional. And the more you do of it, the more that the triggers happen. That's my last trip I had. I got greedy as fuck when I did a bar, and you're supposed to microdose. There's like 12 pieces, and I took all 12 pieces in a row. Yeah, that was a kind of a really bad mistake type of situation, and it would have been good if once again, if I was watching X documentary wise, I forgot in the beginning scene. The beginning sounds beginning he passed away. The music's beautiful, etc. Cool, it's kicking in. It's a cool feeling, quote unquote, right? And then when he starts fighting, the boys are fighting. I forgot about that in the beginning. It was too late. But lucky I was smart about it. I just think it's crazy. I had my TV, the remote next to me, so everything's going black. Can't see shit, but I can feel things still. Grab it, turn the TV off. It's too late. Fear kicked in. When fear kicks in, you're screwed. Respectfully, it's like analogy metaphor. It's like you're gonna go to a cliff and there's a big lake, and you can look back. You're contemplating to jump or not. But once you jump, the leap of faith, there is no air brakes. There's no air brakes at all, man. So yeah, fear kicked in, and for 2.5 hours surviving. Lucky, I video blog myself, and it's. I actually last every time. So when you show us the video, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll bring it. You know, and I just kept saying, like, you know, the intent is energy. Like, try to control your energy as best possible. And definitely have people that have been doing it around you to watch you. Because you might not see them, but you can hear them. Every time I came back in my living room, my dogs, you know, they're all crying. The fur babies, they're all whimpering. I go, hey, guys, I can't see you. I can hear you. Keep talking to me. I go, guys, like, I got to go. And then I leave. You know, I got to leave. And then every time I come back in the living room, there's an old picture of my, you know, ex and the kids. When I had a family picture, I would say focus, energy. And every time I said, there you are, I come back in my living room. And then it disappears. Oh, shit, I'm leaving. And as one being, when you do it, whatever you're passionate about, whatever you are passionate about, that's what you see. That's why everyone has their own trips. Like my situation, look what I talk about. 5 years of my life. So I'm in 6th season. Toxic love. I want to say no. Raw real feelings. You know, raw real life. These toxic love, broken coded relationships, co-parenting, and the healing journey, the awakening journey, the hardest one, the woke journey. That's what I put all my energy into. I don't care. As one being, I don't care anything about man-made. Man-made, the earth, quote unquote, is irrelevant. The spiritual universe is beautiful, but it's irrelevant to me as a being. I don't control the earth, right? I control my four walls best as possible, right? And then the people around me best as possible. So that's what my trip. That's what I was. I was like a being inside the corner, chilling and watching so many realms. You know, so many beings. You know, like a father to a son, son to a daughter, just hugging and crying. And they're just, you know, that's all I saw was just people crying, beings crying. You know, and I just sit there and observe. And that's all I could do. Can't say nothing. Can't have this conversation. I'm just observing. And then from there, I guess I passed the fuck out officially. I wake up with the movie, the sun's in my eyes. I'm like, damn, what time is it? And I'm like, I'm alive. Because I was worried that I was going to come back. I'm alive. And then I was telling my boys about that. They're like, bro, because you're trying to talk to God, the one, quote unquote. He's like, yo, you can, and the universe for me, you can try to talk to him, but you might not come back in this realm. And that's why, with my nephews, my niece, I showed them that video. Look at that. That could become you. And I could talk to you. Like, you're probably right there to ceiling. Hey, you can't see me, right? But then that's to form people out there. If you want to make psychedelics, you might not come back in this realm in a different universe. And now you do life over there. So you're traumatized in this realm, this universe. Now you gotta go to that realm, and you bring all your trauma with you. You remember everything. I guarantee you probably you remember everything, but you can't come back here. And now you're stressing about as is. You have enough stress in your life. Now you're stressing about everybody because all the beings that you grew up with, family, friends, whomever, kids, you can't go back. Yet maybe you got to do the same thing and find psychedelics, and now it's fucking Russian roulette type of situation. Take it, will you come back to that new realm, or go back to the old realm, or another realm? Remember this, to forewarn you, put fear in a positive. What? If you want to touch psychedelics, I am forewarning you what potentially happen to you. A lot of people don't say that. A lot of people encourage it because yes, for your mental health, right, if you have guidance. But once again, when you're in it, and it's happening, the high, the trip, nobody can take it from you. Not even God, nobody. It's happening. They can talk to you. I'm here. That's what they say. You know, if you go to actual, like, you know, like a retreat, quote unquote, ayahuasca, DMT, shrooms, you know, for the most part, they have like spiritual music, and it's a good environment. But in your head, if something triggers negativity wise, fear, it will become worse. And they can talk to you, but until the trip's over, that's all it is. Until the trip's over, man. And even then, like, you know, it opens up your Paliningrad. I'm saying it, I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Paliningrad, your third eye, your sixth sense, dead ass. Everything. It sounds crazy. Everything is heightened. I mean, I was driving. You got road noise from your tires, right? No, sixth sense. It's fucking. It amplifies. You hear everything. It sounds crazy as fuck. Everyone for sure has their own trip type of situation, but the fucking bees. I'm hearing the flap. I'm like, dude, this is wild as fuck. To be officially detoxed back to this normal vessel, everywhere choice avatar. It for me, every time I do it, it takes me like 12 to 16 hours to be officially back to normal. Sixth sense is gone. I feel back normal every which way. So that's why I tell people, like, I pay it forward. You know, you can use it, but use it at your own risk. And once again, to warn you, and it's for in a positive manner, you might not come back. So that's why it's better to like work on your feelings here in this realm. Because trust me, I do so many one-on-ones. I ask them about their trips and their stories, and I spoke to God. You know, that on Bigo here on Bigo Squad, you know, Roscoe, one of his clients. I keep forgetting asking Roscoe if he comes back. I gotta put a note to myself, because supposedly, I said respectfully wise, that he has a client that in this avatar, this vessel, this earth, right, this realm, that this timeline, you know, all this terminology wise, that he you know, well the fuck off, but he has no partner, no kids, and he's miserable. He's got money, power, and fame, right? But he does psychedelics, and supposedly That's why I want to talk to him. I talk to his client, I respect his boundaries, but supposedly his client can't take shrooms, psychedelics, and every single time he goes to that realm, to his wife and his kids, every single time, which is mind blowing to me. Like, that's just factual. Like, yo, if I see him again on Bigo, talk to him, man. Like, yo, like, you know, if you talk to your client, I respect his boundaries, but I would love to speak to him. He probably asked me why, because you made that comment last time, like a year and a half ago. And if that's factual, I want to see how he does it. Dead the fuck up. Maybe you figure out that concept formula, how to do it every single time. You know, I don't know. You know, maybe that works for him. He might even say that, well, for me, this is what I do. You could try it, you know, but it might be a good thing or a bad thing. You'll find out. You let me know, you know. And that's, now it's a risk. What do you mean? This is what I do. This is what works for me, I as one being. I can give you all the formula, the equation, but if you do it, you know, you might have a good trip or bad trip. You might not come back. What? You ready for this? It's a leap of faith. That's why I tell everybody out there, when you mess with psychedelics, it's a leap of faith, man. So, if not, then you definitely do microdose, you know, definitely do microdose and chill with that. Don't become greedy like I did. I'm going to speak to God. The one. Like, yeah, a reality check. That's why I'm still here, you know. I'm blessed to still be here. I even did a whole video about crying like a bitch, all that shit, because you become very, very emotional, you know, and that's what for sure part of like God, right? So like I said earlier, the pyramid scheme. So like God, if you break down life, religious talk, right? God's the first being, quote unquote, and then Adam and Eve, 2, the pyramid, Cain and Abel, it just, you know, so on and so on. So that's why before the psychedelics, I'll be mad. No, I'll be bothered by God, because God, you're the all-knowing, quote unquote. Why did you allow this to happen? Why did you let everyone suffer to this day? I'm calling you on a positive manner. I did it finally the hard way, but in this lifetime, 39 years of my life to figure this shit out. So why does everyone have to do the same thing, you know? Respectfully, you know, that's the shit. So now that I did it every which way, which I'm gonna call it, yo, think about it. It's a pyramid scheme. So God, highest source, the first being, quote unquote, in the whole universe, and everybody after. So he had no parents, he had no guidance. He was just rolling with the punches. Oh, well, I did that. That was wrong, you know. But no guidance. That's why I say all the time, you know, as beings, when you have, you know, people to support you and guide you, you're ahead of the game because you don't know. Like 5 years ago, I started my healing journey. I barely started speaking like this at 39 in this lifetime. Now I'm 44. The last 5 years of my life blessed. 18 at heart, right? And I was, you know, I always been saying that term, like 18 at heart when I was 20, 25. But now I always say that because at 39, I get to live, analogy metaphor-wise, start all over at 18, because at 18, it's the intent to love, have a good partner type of situation, but if you have no guidance, you don't know, and you get destroyed. So now at 39, give my life back, I can have potential good partners and have good people around me, and I don't deal with toxicity at all. Once again, so that's an analogy metaphor that I use, so that's why I say with God, higher source, nothing against him now because of psychedelics. You know, he had no guidance. He had no, every being has someone to guide you, have all his resources. He didn't have nothing, you know. So, but I'll know better answers. Scenario when I keep the bucket. I use the word idea and faith, afterlife, reincarnation, and then next time that I get to talk to them, shit out. And you know, like that's why you have the movie scenarios like, you know, like this is the vessel, just an avatar, and you're borrowing it. That you chose to come down here and do this human experience to help the humans, quote unquote. If that's factual, I would just, you know, go back up there and do it again, and then same outcome. Let's say you're an angel, right? Scenario, not factual scenario. And you want to help the humans, Anunnakis, whatever, like, you know, help the females, you know, with their feelings, cool. And they'd be like, cool, up here in heaven, you know, and then whatever, the universe, you know all. You're blessed up here. You really want to go down there and help them? If you go down there, the human experience, you start like them. What do you mean? You don't remember nothing. You will maybe remember everything down the road, but I can't tell you anything. What do you mean? Up here, you're chilling. You know exactly what to tell them, how to guide them. You know, Christ consciousness wise, right? But when you go down there as a being, you forget everything. You become one of them. And the intent, like X Nacion, Jose Anfroy, rest in peace, man. His neck tattoo, remember to remember, I have it in my arm. That's what he was trying to do. And he was doing that shit at 20 years old. That's I love X. 20 years old? When I was 20 years old, right, I can tell you this, brother, Catholic, go to church, pray, live in God's hands. Be a good person, show respect. If people are mean to you, pray for their suffering. That's all I can tell you. That is good for you for as one being. Nobody says that shit. As one being, whatever you believe are, in a positive manner, that is good for you. Nobody has to match energy. No one has to respect you at all. If they don't, what are you choosing? What are you doing? You know, respectfully. As a warning, you know, God got me. Say that. He does, but guess what?
How old are you?
The door's right there. You got free one choice to stay or to leave. What? I can leave whenever you want to. No one put a gun to your head. You know, so stay there.
Religion was designed.
How old?
This is the desirable truth. There's this young cat. He does all he does is walk around and ask people questions about like relationships and man versus women. You know, it's it's real life feelings. I like to download them, play the clips because it's situations. And the cool thing is feelings. If it triggers you, I did my job. His clip did the job, and I just pay it forward because you might be in that scenario, that situation. Now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? You know.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
And you?
29.
How old is your son?
He just turned 2.
Was it a surprise when you got pregnant, or?
Yeah, I was on birth control, so.
So that means that you were shooting the club up the whole time.
Not me personally, no.
It's not his dad. Yeah, stepdad.
Oh. So how do you handle, dating a woman who has a child from another man?
I mean, it's been easy, honestly. I mean, he's a good kid. I'm a car guy. He's a big car guy. He loves trucks. I work on stuff. He helps.
So wait, how long have you been together?
Like a little bit over a month.
Yeah.
Not very long.
So what's the biggest misconception about being a stepdad?
I don't know. I think a lot of guys are just like, they're afraid to do it, or they see like single mothers as like what's like left over. But like that's just not the way it is.
How do you see it?
I mean, she's an amazing person, and he's an amazing person also, and I'm just glad to be part of their life.
And that's the shit. Like, all you single kids out there, do you want to date, single parents? I mean, all you single people, do you want to date single parents? Like, make sure you're ready for it. Don't do it. Especially queens, all you single moms out there, like, don't fall for the bullshit. Like, he can say, I'll be for the kid, verbally. Actions be on doors every which way. Is he? Observe every which way. Is it because of you, your body, your beauty, and your lust? What is it, And that's the shit. My situation, like me, I'm a single father with 8 kids. So if I date a queen, she's got kids, I ask the correct questions. A lot of people don't ask the correct questions. Check out. So let's say she had 2 kids in her, right? So yeah, 1 baby father, 2 baby father. Let's say she says 2. Okay, first baby father, y'all do. Both baby fathers are you guys doing co-parenting. And she'd be like, what's co-parenting? I'm like, well, you get along best as possible. My first baby father, he's not there. What? Kind of knocked me up, and he's pretty much left. In my head, cool. I gotta deal with him. Second baby father, there's no co-parenting, as you say. No, I try to do that my side, but it's always drama and stress. He's causing too much bullshit. I go, queen, there it is. That's called, he's bitter type of situation. So what is he looking for you stalking? Yeah, he's bothered me on social media. Excuse me, comes to my job. Oh, then that respect queen. First and foremost, thank you for being honest. Like nothing wrong with you, little one. That's little ones are part of the package. Beautiful individual, but just to let you know, your ex doesn't let you go. So us won't work out at all. Why? Because if I try to as long as possible to say it's possible, I don't get involved with you, and it's not you. It's not the little ones. It's him. What do you mean it's him? He does not know how to let you go. He's still stuck on a trombone. You probably broken on your side because the way you're talking, right? Yeah, I always try to do my part. Cool, then you're doing your part. He is the problem. He does not want to see you happy. Anyone that gets involved with you and they make you happy, he will cause drama. And we're like, the next partner, he will accept it or he'll walk away. And then you nurture yourself and the little one. Because the little kids can say, okay, so my mama has all these boyfriends type of situation. My dad causes problems. And every time they leave. So by the time your little kid becomes a middle school, high schooler, toxic relations is pretty much normal to him. Or to her, Then what? And that's called what? The generational cycle. That's why you should ask all these great questions before you get involved with anybody. And don't be, not like a virgin, man. Like, or the feeling potentially, but the truth is no matter what. It becomes personal. I use the big word, I respect your boundaries. I'm asking questions. You're done to respond. That is your free one choice. I just want to make sure that's going to work out for the best for both of us. Because if it's not, then I just walk away. And the cool thing is, it's a verbal conversation. No physical touch, no kisses, nothing. I ain't lay down with you. Or we can do church corny ways and do all that. I stay quiet. And you want to learn the hard way, but just to let you know, you see that door right there, I will leave. What? I will leave. That's my free one choice. like that first clip, slavery. On my tattoos, when you hear slavery times, right? And slaves in general, slave masters, you think mammy slavery. Behind closed doors, fucking slavery does not stop. You just little kid and your parents whooping your ass, especially your father whooping your ass. Emotionally, mental, spiritual words, and physically beating your ass. And then you whooping your mom's ass, right? So there it is. And then all you queens and toxic love, broken, quarter relations behind closed doors, he's doing the same shit. Like your mama's doing the same shit, right? And your dad's doing the same shit. So he's your slave master. He says, fuck your feelings, and you're the slave. Tat on my forums for a reason. In Seattle, I've been doing at the farmer's market and shit, you know, putting away produce, my dad's business and shit. And they were like, does that say slave masters and fuck your feelings in your forearms? Like, yeah. Why? I go, mister, what do you think when you read that? What do you think? Well, like slavery, like it's not man-made slavery. That's part of it, not really. It's emotionally spiritual as beings. What do you mean? Let's say scenario, I'm your boyfriend, emotionally spiritually abusive, physically abusive. So I'm your slave master, and I say fuck your feelings, and you're my slave. You have to be too empathetic wise. You will not say that. You will not match my energy, nor do reverse psychology, because that's being wrong to sin. The fuck it is. It's not Jesus time, it's 2025 times, right? But you won't do that. So I own you. Especially if you're still in a trombone. You ain't going nowhere. You know, he's like, oh, that's pretty straight to the point. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, no, you're not wrong. That is true. There it is. That's why. But here's the kicker. I got your attention with my tattoos, right? And you're at a farmer's market. I don't know you. Healing journey. It's all about the healing journey. And that's what I do. That's all my tattoos for a reason. Straight to the point, black and white, today, not tomorrow. Especially as they being a potential partner. That's my little policy, like goldfish talk. I was taught this in 2009 by old black hat. I was maybe like early 30s, you know? He was like, if you can do traditional corny ways, go on dates. Like, yo, I'm older than you guys. He was like 55, 60s. I just do goldfish. And I was like, oh, goldfish is a card game? Like, yeah. So what do you mean by that? So scenario, you can do all these dates. That's a long time, energy wasted. Just, it's energy. You lock eyes, you're looking at each other. Yeah, just walk up to me like, I've been noticing, like, you kind of scoping me out type of situation, little energy exchange. Like, do I catch your eye? Like, yeah, you're cute, whatever. Come on, get to know you. We're going to date. And just tell me, the goldfish talk, the policies I'll get to tell you today, not tomorrow. What do you mean? Ask me whatever you like and vice versa. Keep it, then keep it 100. I say keep it 1,000. What? Keep it 1,000. Hey, what's up, A-Black? What's up, King? How you doing? I want everything from you. Your mind, body, heart, soul. What? Don't sell me a dream. If you lie about something small today, that little lie can become bigger on the overall. I will get up and leave. Can you handle rejection? Because I can handle rejection. I don't need you. I want you. The door is right there for both of us, So I do it all the time, because it's better to verbalize the conversation. What's on the agenda today? Today I watched this live session. I got to go do DoorDash for like 6-7 hours. Gym therapy. Go home, clean my home a little bit, and then work on my podcast. Do some uploads and do some clippies. Some clips wise. And then the cool thing about it, it's a lot easier for myself now because I'm only doing like 6 seconds to 20 seconds, and that's it. And it's very factual. More on the men's side, if a man talks about what I'm doing, right? If I do 30 seconds to a minute long clip, I'm just a man rambling, And so that's why 6 seconds to 20 seconds, I get people's attention. So I got so much content, it's retarded, man. But I'm the only one doing this by myself, right? But I just pay it for type of situation. How about you? Hey, Black, what's up with you? How's the little ones doing? How's life? How's everything? But once again, you're going to get all someone co-parenting. The intent is like, or someone that's, you're single with no kids. Make sure you're ready for it. And don't say, and all you single parents, before you have your new partner get introduced to your kids, make sure you guys established. I would say at least, I don't know, like half a year. Not like right away in a month, 2 months, because then once again, you're going through bodies. Okay. I love them. You might love them. They say I love you verbally, but actually not in the words, not by your side. Or they cheat on you. Or they're passing boundaries, then what? You got to make sure you're ready every which way. That's my situation. If I get a potential partner, I want to introduce them physically into, like, they might take on the phone, sure, I guess, say what's up, but not like physically into them. I don't know, 6 months to a year, make sure we're good, we're solid every which way. And from there wise, so on and so on type of situation. And like my ex, why don't you last relationship fail? I knew it wasn't gonna work. I was like, but do you know why it didn't work out? You're my ex, sure, but you're not my recent ex wise, and you wasn't me in the relationship wise. It failed because of love languages. What do you mean, love language? She's traditional, I'm not traditional, and I talked about it in the very beginning. And she found it the hard way, and there was no hard feelings. It was a beautiful breakup. We talked about it, and as it being, I already knew it was gonna fail. That's the cool thing when you're in the healing journey, more on the waking woke journey. When the relationship's gonna fail, because why? All the red flags are there. Less texting, less calling, less conversations, less physical touch. It's falling apart. The spark is ending. Now, are you ready for the rejection? What? They're breaking up. Why? Are you chasing them? You fighting for all this bullshit? You fight for relationships? That fighting is toxic love. Why? Why beg people? Why chase people? That's codependency part. Yeah, you abandonment issues. Don't chase nobody at all, man. If they want to leave, let them leave. If they come back, if you want to give them another chance, I don't recommend it, but that is your free one choice. If you could try to do it a better time, I guess, potentially wise. But to each their own. Me as a being, respect it. I won't. That's just me as a being. And then this is clip. Here's it's for all the queens out there. First and foremost, to forewarn you, like, hey, like, oh shit, sorry, God, tired still. I gotta work out today. But what I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna turn my back, right, to call everybody out, because all these virgins, I understand if you're really authentic a virgin, you have no physical experience, but respectfully, social media, all this porn and bullshit, you can physically watch TLC type of situation behind the screen, right? But you don't have no physical experience, right? So, and then anyone that's not a virgin, they act like virgins, we spend more on the female side, like, yo, like, we all know right from wrong, dead ass, man. So that's why, as it being my job and gift to trigger people, to get straight to the point, not years of conversation, therapy, for a reason. It's straight to the point. So I'm gonna back somewhere at a tad and say, when you have TO sex intercourse, you change energy from a bond, soul tie, twin flames, strong bonds, potential catch what? Feelings, babies, or STDs. Control and protect your energy best as possible, right? On the bottom of it, to trigger the queens, to kill or not to kill. What? What does that mean? Think about it really good. When you have two sex intercourse and you're not ready, you could probably, your plan be like Skittles, sure, and the little one's still coming, to kill or not to kill. You claim higher source, but you're not ready, but you was ready to become a porn star, becoming one. I'm blunt, I don't hold back. Respectfully, right? So, you already become on that, or you have a little one and he loves you which way, but guess what? You can walk away. Anybody can walk away whenever they want to, for whatever apparent reason. For whatever apparent reason. To forewarn you, what? Is it wrong? Technically, yes, it is wrong. But what did higher source God give all of us? Our first breath as beings, free will and choice. That is his free will and choice to walk away. My first baby mom's, her free will and choice to walk away. She's just on a journey, tatted on me, Debbie mother, nothing against her. She's not trying to do nothing. As single parents, you're not talking to each other. Why give up on the kids? That little kid, analogy, metaphor, that's your inner child. Yeah, you're going to traumatize the shit out of them every which way. And then later down the road, you want guilt trip, you want to come back into life. Sure, all the technology, all the resources, and you want to deny all this shit. Say it, do it, you know? So you queens out there, remember that you can become a single mother day one. Multiple times, you know? And it's not you, it's him. I know this boy's narcissistic, and we go off lust. If you don't know what that is, they're going to sell you a dream every single time, right? And then you start shedding tears and the victim inside, which you have the right to be initially, but for how much for longer. If you study people's energy, you know, you can see through them. Your eyes is the door to your soul. I'll get that tattooed somewhere on my right, on my back. What? That's why people, they get nervous when you lock eyes with them, especially me and more on the male side. Like, then they like, in Seattle, they be like, why are you looking at my eyes? Because I'm studying and judging you for who you really are. What? You can tell that by the eyes, because your eyes are the door to your soul. You can tell me by, and to inform you, I don't care about anything man-made. I'm happy you're rich. Money, power, and fame, but you're man-made rich. Blueprint rich. I'm repo rich. It'd be nice to have man-made things, but guess what? Even this lifetime, I don't have that. I just maintain job, money, car, home, kids, co-parenting. But in the repo world, God world, spiritual universe, I'm the richest person in the universe. I don't need none of you guys. I want you guys. I'm not codependent nobody. I know 1,000% people come and go. I can handle rejection. 95% of you can't handle rejection at all. It hurts. Question your self-worth, sound depressed, your day goes to shit, and you still gotta go to work, church, you got kids, everything. But now you're stuck with more pain and more trauma on top of what you already had. Yeah, because you allowed it to happen. No, I'm not knowing. What do you mean I allowed it? They took your energy, not my energy. Why'd you allow it? What do you mean I allowed it? Break it down correctly. What was the red flags that you missed? The door's right there for both of you. No one's got to stay. Look at all these beings, zillions of people in the whole universe. Why are you stressing about 1, 2, or 20? Make that shit make sense. The door's right there. What? It's right there. If you want to, I can even open it for you. Hey, queen, you ready to leave? What? Now? No? No? Cool, stay there. I don't ever come back. You were praying for this being to show up to save you. You don't want to leave. Stay there. Misery loves company, right? Quote unquote. But anyways, let me play this clip.
Me and my 3 kids vanish off the face of the earth, and it'd probably take like 3 weeks to a month for someone to notice. And, like, that's how like alone we are, and it's so painful. I just don't understand why like we're not enough for anyone to stick around and fight for. And everybody's like, oh, you'll find somebody somebody will come along that will love you and your kids, but it's like, is it even worth taking the risk of them running when shit gets hard? Or feeling like we're too much? Or like we're too hard to love? Or like I feel like I'm not deserving of it because I'm not perfect. I never wanted to be a dad. I was made to be a mom. But like there's nobody coming to save us. And they're having the time of their lives.
Fucking goddamn flies. And that's the shit. I love saying kids are stronger than adults. What? Kids are stronger than adults. Every which way, you know, you as a little kid, got your ass kicked, the most you've been spiritually abused by your parents, especially your pops. You might shed tears, you don't really sit on like hatred and triggers for too much because you don't know the terminology yet. You're shedding tears, then you play with your siblings, or you go outside and just play. You got your ass kicked 2 seconds ago, and you go on with your day type of situation. Till you get in middle school, high school, catch feelings, relationships. Now you have all this anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. You can't let go of your exes, your past being toxic, love trauma, child trauma, triggers, overthinking, reactive abuse, and so I'm a tattoo, straight to the point. What? That's how I look at my kids. Like all of them, especially young ones. I'm just like, you don't know what to happen to you, but I'm here for you. I know 1,000% what to tell you as you're going through it, but I can't finish save you at all. I cannot take this pain from you. Nobody is the one for nobody at all. What? This pain is not forever. It's only if you allow it to be forever. What do you mean, you? You. I'm not saying I'm depressed. I'm not crying about my ex. You are. But I can talk to you and guide you to figure out how to let go. Only you can let go. I can't let go. Your kids can't let go. God can't let go. You. That's your free one choice to hold on to the pain or let it go when you're ready to. I know it's scary. You take a leap of faith, start all over again, and then from there, who do you trust? Zillions of people. Who the fuck do you trust? That's why date yourself. What are your boundaries, your love language, your standards? And once you know you, the person to be asking the same questions. Yo, queen, what are your boundaries? What are your standards? What's your love languages? And she's like, what is that? It's Japanese. Let me elaborate. And you break down what you are as a being, you know? And then just all the scenarios. I'm always to talk to you, check on you, make sure you're good, you know? And when it comes to cheating, guys, when it comes to cheating, before a cell phone, everyone bitches about cell phones, so it's not a cell phone. I got 15 cell phones, right? The only way I can cheat is I am the owner of the cell phone. If I am the DMs, if I'm shooting my shot, I am. The AI is not smart enough yet to do the cheating for me, or as me, as I'm sleeping, the AI logs on and starts, sign to the DMs and all this shit, all these conversations, because the AI is smart enough to do that. It's not there yet. I, as the owner of the cell phone, physically got to do it. So you can't blame the cell phone. You cannot blame social media. It's you as one being, or your partner as one being. Simple as that. And on top of that, if you're over that cell phone, your shit's over. The door's right there. Or pray, but hope, manifest all you want is not gonna, especially queens, it's not gonna work in your favor. You have to comprehend that. Well, God can do it. I know I'm raised a Catholic. We're taught that that's incorrect. He Ben did it. What do you mean? Because he gave you free one choice. He gave both of you free one choice. The fucking door's right there. You stay and you leave it. And you be like, it's hard to leave. No, it's not. You both have to go to work. Where the fuck y'all going, right? Eventually you have to go back. It's hard not to go back. But I'll question and call you out. Why do you choose to have to go back to the person you bitch about? Solve the universe. Make that make sense. I know the answer, but I want to hear it from your mouth. And when will you leave? What? Not today. Try tomorrow. The day after. A week from now. 10 years from now. And don't worry, I was you. That's why my one-on-ones to put fear in them. They'll be asking you, Queen, how long you been with them? Like 2 years. You ready to do 12 years? What? Are you ready to do 12 years? No. Fuck no. You say really no. Fuck no. I'll ask you the same question a year from now. If we're still talking and vibing, doing these conversations, I'll ask you a year from now. Still with him? 3 years now. Yeah, I'm going to do another 9 years. Why are you saying 12? Because my first baby mom's 12 years too long, so I finally walked away. I had to sacrifice our daughters to walk away from the situation. Or I'm going to stay there, and I could catch cases. We Spanish cities in America, why is a female can lie and they'll believe a woman, a kid over a male easily in courts? We'll fucking lose every which way. So she can hit herself, lie that I hit her, and I get catch a DV case, domestic violence case, and I can't do shit behind bars. Like my daughter, we talked about it like 4 or 5 years ago, and that's why my oldest has like hatred towards me, and she has right to, right, because I left. But So why'd you leave? I was like, I can't do shit behind bars. Your mom can lie and I spend time. Your mom's too toxic as fuck. So yeah, but it sucks because why? Yeah, look at that. In life you make sacrifices. Do you stay for the kids, or do you leave and then try to figure it out? And then of course it's a blood. It's a fucking blood. But here's the kicker: we're all raised incorrectly. They talk about all the terminology, all my conversations in middle school, high school, even in kindergarten, and you're ahead of the game. But that's why you have like the PG version of it. Watch the reason I know this is my kids. Watch on YouTube or any platform for the most part. I think it's called like Darman videos. It's right there. All the scenarios, every scenario that's out there, man. It's amazing. I watch my kids. They go, yep, watch that. She said bullying, yelling is not good. Look at he's coming back and forth. That's called a trombone. They don't say the word, but that's a trombone. All that shit, like what? Like yeah, I'm trying to hold you and guide you. So become, I'm your father. There's your mother. There's your mother. Your stepdad. Your hubby. Her hub's right there. I'm single. So I'm trying to teach and guide you, for you. And I tell all my kids, on your side, as little kiddos, right? Everyone tell you your father's crazy. It hurt my feelings because all your family on both sides can't teach me anything about life. God, look at them together, beefing and shit, whooping your asses, and talk about God. How's that working out for them respectfully? And it's not God. It's not the Bible. It's not the church. It's them as one being. We all have free will and choice. Everyone has narcissistic traits, empathetic traits, masculine energy. That's narcissistic traits. Feminine energy. That's your empathetic traits. Every being has that. Now, can you balance both? It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a garden in a war. If you comprehend what that is and not research it, I'll just give you a tease. But anyways, that's the shit. That's what she's at the end. Look at the kids. They're chilling. Yeah, me up 5 years ago, bonk a bitch. Our youngest son was baby, like, I don't know, like 5, 6 months old. I'll be fucking talking to him. He don't speak nothing. He don't speak nothing. He's chilling. Feed me, change me, clothe me, and that's it. I'll be, look at you. You're just chilling. I'm your dad, bonk a bitch over a breakup. I can't figure this shit out yet. You're stronger than I am. You're just chilling. No worries in the world. No stress about nothing. You only stress when if I don't feed you, if I don't pick you up, change you. It's amazing. That's why I say all the time, kids are stronger than adults. Comma for now. What do you mean for now? Because your little kid or that little kid will go middle school, high school, kindergarten for sure. And get bullied. Trauma start happening and shit. And then they catch feelings for a relationship. Here we go. Now all my tattoos on my neck, my throat, and my left arm. It happens to them, but they don't have this conversation. But if they start researching, I tell everybody out there, so technology is key, man. Whatever negative feeling you have, whatever question you have, ask Google, YouTube, Spotify, the AI. You don't have to comprehend, but there's resources. Or you can go to the library and go old school and read it. If you want to read a book, go for it. More power to you, nothing against you, but digital, man. Go for it, If you want to feel feelings, that's why the queen's out there. Yo, no one's got to stay. No one's got to stay at all. And they could tell you, I love you. Hey, guess what, babe? Prego. He smile on your face. Oh, I'm happy for us and be a happy family. And just walk away. Dead ass walk away. You ready for that? She said, I don't want to become a dad. I didn't want to become a dad. Yeah, now you're mom and dad. And all these boys all these boys, not men, that give these single moms shit. We have like 2, 3, 4 different baby fathers. There's got to be a reason why you have so many baby fathers, right? And then, first and foremost, if you live in the ghetto hoods, I already know the answer. They're fucking fuck boys. 80% of people in the ghetto hoods, boys, they're fucking fuck boys, man. Simple as that. Y'all fall for cosmetics, this flesh and bullshit. Every which way, Yeah, go off looks. Keep with the Joneses. Back about Miami bullshit, but inside, they're broken, they get lost. Then go to church. How you go to church, right? Claim higher source in the ghetto hoods and you're in toxic ass relationships. Have single baby moms everywhere. And make that shit make sense. Yeah. That's why I'm not going to ghetto hoods 1,000. All my tattoos. All ghetto hoods are lucid playgrounds. Hell on earth. Toxic relationships. Toxic love and lust. All suburbs, good areas are God's playgrounds. Heaven on earth. Healthy relations. Love and lust. Oh shit. Well, if I want love, suburbs. Every suburb of the universe. Ghetto hoods? Fuck no. I don't fuck with the ghetto hoods. I live in this shit, but I'm not in this shit, Respectfully. There's the queens that are cool. They're decent, but they don't know what love is yet. Because they're stuck on their exes. Or they still chase people like their exes. Yeah, he's a pretty boy. You didn't see what I see, but inside he's broken like a lost. He is toxic love. But queen, go find your face. The universe, God, the devil, weed, or popcorn. Sit down on a couch, on my tattoos. Your free entertainment. What? Go find your face. It's not about being right. I'll be here for you. The door's always open 24/7, 365. What? You can always come back whenever you want to have a conversation. I will not get up on you. I will not let you drown. I know how that feels. So let's do this, you know. Shed tears about the same one, whatever. The next one, so be it, you know. So be it.
Sometimes people are like, oh, you're done with that. You're like, why are you talking about this for so long or whatever? And it's like, that's also a form of my healing. I hate when other people who have not been through the trauma you have been through, any of us, because we've all gone through traumas, they want to tell you when to stop hurting. And that's not anybody's place to tell you when to stop hurting. And everybody has a different lifespan of pain. What might be traumatizing to me might be nothing to you, and vice versa. And we can't invalidate people's feelings. That's only going to traumatize them more, and also shame them. I'm so over like the emotional shaming of what people do to other people. People can have their feelings and do what they want as long as you're being, I think, really authentic and genuine about your feelings. I think it's okay to talk about your pains and traumas. I think especially if you're doing it in a way that's beneficial to other people.
And that's one of the Kardashians was. We're trying to say, look at this money, power, and fame, and they're still talking about feelings, but they're going through it. That's why that's my gift. Yo, you got money, power, and fame, beautiful, exotic, and you're not toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. You're shedding tears over a boy. We got $1 zillion. Hey, Coder, I'm sad. What do I do? Hey, Penny. Hey, Penny, I got PTSD. What do I do? Hey, Nickel, going through breakup. What do I do? Fucking crickets. It's all crickets, man. Beings can talk to you if they know those conversations. The AI is fucking right there. Palm of your fucking hands. Tat on me for a reason. Every which way. And that's why to inform everybody out there, like, in the beginning of the breakups and divorces and shit, you have your traumas, right? You can vent to people, your family and friends, but just to let you know, they potentially get tired of the same conversations and they can walk away. And you're going to get triggered. Why are you walking away? Because, it's been 3 months now. It's been 6 months now. Same conversation, word for word. All your energy in your ex. What am I doing here? Or they can tell you, quote, they can say we're bound. Not, you can talk about whatever you want, but you don't talk about your ex. If you talk about your ex, I am walking away. If you call me and text me about your ex, I'm not responding. I'm not picking up. If you talk about your ex, I'll hang up on you. What? Now what? No one's got to stay. Trust me, no one's got to stay. To forewarn you, I'll stay. You got the same conversation for 20 years from now. Hey, you'll say what you got to say. I'll respond to you, and I'll be, Queen, King, the door's right there. What? It's right there. Why won't you let him go? Why won't you let her go? I know it hurts. It sucks. You gain whatever time frame, your love time feelings you can't get back. So why won't you let it go? God can do it for you. Say that. Pray on it. And tomorrow morning when you still have the same feelings against your ex and you can't let him go, who do you blame? God, Lucifer, the universe? The answer is the person married you. You are the problem. Why won't you let go? I'm sorry they did you wrong. But when you let go, if not, jump into another relationship. You're hurt. Hurt them. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. I'm talking to you. I'm elaborating. And that little saying 5 years ago, my support team, all 10 of them for 88 days. What? You're hurt. Jump into the relationship. I'm here for you, but I know you hurt them. I'm healed. I'm healing, right? So I'm healing you by telling the story to forewarn you. If you want to go, go. I know detox codependency sucks and it hurts to be alone, but that pain's not forever. Stay strong. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and that's why in the beginning of breakups, divorces, you feel like you're drowning. Fucking hurts really fucking bad. I say analogy, metaphor, right? A second is a minute's an hour's a day, a day's a week, and so on and so on. What? And that's only one fucking day. That's only one day, man. That's my situation. 88 days. To let go in 88 days. That's why Queen on Facebook, she asked me, what does 88 days mean? This is 88 days, hashtag let go, because that's how long it took me to let my ex and mother or boys go 100%. And then 14, 17 days later, 1,000%. Is that what you say, 1,000? Yeah. I let her go every which way. Now with the co-parenting, see face to face, nothing. And, she brings up past the present. I sit there and stay quiet. The over myself would sit there and bicker and stuff. And I let her vent. Because you remember this, like, you can do closure for yourself. Your exes, they got to do for themselves. You can offer closure, but remember, they don't have to accept it. And that's when they being the past or present, you'll see if you let go of it, or they've actually let go, because if they're so triggered, like her situation, I haven't done it often, but when she does, I stay quiet. She starts ranting, my father did this and that, pointing at me. I'm sitting there chilling, not saying nothing, not even a word. There's no thought in my head that I want to jump in, intervene. No. After she's done, she's telling me she walks away because, she's getting triggered, she's shedding her tears type of situation because she's getting mad, because of what I did to her. And after she leaves, and then they like, I tell the kids, yeah, you see what your mom said about me? That's the version of myself. I was on a journey, not a healing journey. You know me, the version of myself, I would have jumped in there, and your mom's and I, we got a altercation. And this is not even my home. This is your mom's home, and, you know, your dad. I said your dad, and I stepped out. I said your dad's home. I don't respect no one home like that, respectfully. I won't, you know? So she had to say that. You know, I'm going to teach you guys. She's going to become us at all. You know, I'm here for you which way. And that's what I tell her. I try to remind her once in a while, hey, like, you know, in your head, you know, if you don't let me go, which is your free one choice, that door pain, I am your ex. You know, I pray that you and your hubby last forever. That's the idea, right? That in this lifetime, I'm the last person to destroy my words. So when will you let me go? What? When will you let me go? That's why when you talk about me, the old version of myself, us, right? Our original selves, it triggers you. And you go on your little rant, right? And you walk away, right? So, not to be rude to you, but that's what I was saying. You know, in your head, that door pain, I'm eating my popcorn. I'm watching Cloud of Beauty, and I'm smiling your face living rent-free. Why do you allow me to live in your head rent-free? When will you let me go? You know, I'm thinking, like, I let you go. Like, well, you can say that, but you'll find out, because every time you want to teach our kids any situation that you bring our past, I sit there, stay quiet. You know the words myself, I would have jumped in a long time ago, and you would have been crying more than you're crying now. Because me as a being, I don't care about words. My father destroyed me with words, English and Spanish. My first baby mom's English, Spanish, Latin, and Portuguese. After that, I just became like, you can say number, I just didn't care about words. I'm like, oh, I've heard everything negative in the world, so I don't care no more, you know? I don't care about words, and that's why she'd be like, yeah, you're strong. Just because you are strong with words, not everyone's strong with words. And I didn't take that into consideration. Like, it's just a fucking word, get over it. Nah. It's a word to me that doesn't mean nothing to me as one being, but to other people, it can be hurtful. That's why the words people use are what your words are to your partners, especially your kids. To become those relationships, it's too hard to do. With your kids, really hard to do. Because you're the person that loves your partner, loves these kids, right? But you a bitch. You ain't shit. Fuck you. But I love you. Really? And I love God. Let's go to church on Sunday. Yo, a bunch of hypocrites everywhere, you know, respectfully. But if you're just in a journey, you're just rolling with the punches because you're doing what your family's doing. Like me, I became my pops. I didn't become a physical abuser. I became a verbal abuser, you know. And then my first baby mom, when she destroyed her words, you know, the mother of boys, she called me out like, this is years ago, maybe like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. Maybe they asked her together. You know, she's like, you know, you bitched about your father and your first baby mom, these words, you became worse than both of them. And we could have a heated argument type of situation. And when she said that, like, I heard it, right? But to say it again, and she stayed quiet. I go, no, don't, please don't stay quiet. No, just say it again. I'm pretty confident I heard what you said, but just to, reassure myself. And she's like, yeah, you bitched about your father and your first baby moms. With words, right? You became worse than both of them. Because you hurt myself and the kids. And after that, I stayed quiet. Reality for myself, like, fuck. Damn, she's right, you know? Because that's the part of how do you just, like, you don't control your narcissist traits. That's why me as a being, I tell people, like, I say, I'm going to tell my back to call everybody out, to form people. First and foremost, to form everybody, you know, my mouth to everybody. My get that on me, right? If not, for sure, make sure the hoodies, you know, you play dumb, I'll play dumber. You play stupid, I'll play stupider. If you can't the words, please don't open your mouth. I will traumatize you. In your mansion, I will endure pain. I will live it rent-free. Why would you allow me to live in your head rent-free? What? No, you won't. No, you can't. Bet. Say this. Let's do this. They're just words to me, man. If I fuck up your day, I did my job. And every time you wake up, before you pray, before you say God, anything, fuck the guy with the tattoos. I'm winning. It's not really the competition, but I'm winning. I'm gonna tell you, yo, king, queen, why do you allow me to live in your head rent free? I told you, I forewarned you. Learn from this. Anyone forewarns you, don't get involved with them. Because for the most part, we control our feelings for the most part. And these words, maybe to that individual, they're like myself, irrelevant. Because these words are the feelings. What? Trauma does not worry about trauma. You know, and so on and so on. Any word. These words have no feelings. Beings that allow the word to bother them, that's why you have feelings about these words. Love doesn't worry about love. Why do you worry about love? You know, respectfully. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna play one more clip. I gotta get going because this is like moment. I'm trying to respect my own boundaries of 2 hours, no more than that. Actually, I'll play 2 clips real fast of that.
Moment you don't care whether that ex comes back or not. You really don't care. And even whether you concluded that they're not your person, that's when they're most likely to come back. But the thing for you to understand is that that person was representative of a certain pattern. You can take out the personalization of it so much. And you can realize that when you let go, you are then giving them the space to heal and to even maybe miss you, but you're giving the space for you to heal and for you no longer to miss you because you're coming back home. And when you come back home to you and you're in your own power, you're more magnetic. When you're vulnerable and you have the courage to be the real you and to express the real you, you're more magnetic. And when you're not attached to other people, you're more magnetic.
And that's the shit, like you say, you know, your ex, you attract the exes back, or people like your exes, right? You attract them, right? But can you control and protect the energy best as possible? And on top of that, my next tattoo, your exes, to your last day in breath, they'll always be your kryptonite if you don't let them go. What? If you don't let them go, they'll always come back, and the universe, God always test you. What? Been 5 years, no contact, blocked them, and now you're at the park, they're at the park, you lock eyes, and you will know when you let them go, because you look at them, cool, whatever. Let's say hi to you, and you be like, you saying hi to me, and you fucking destroy the fuck out of me. You emotionally, spiritual, my ass, physically, my ass. You cheat on me all these fucking times. Took me for everything. Literally every penny. And you say hi to me. Negative triggers, verbally or mentally, right? Yeah, I'm letting go. I know they did you wrong, but when you let them go, and the intent, you learn why it failed, so you don't date your exes again and again and again. That's what the universe, God would always test you. You say you bet. You say let them go. Cool. To my one-on-ones all the time. Well, I blocked them, I moved away. Cool, you physically move, that's awesome. But the day that God, the universe, aligns you guys and you magically show up at the same Starbucks and you lock eyes. No fucking words, lock eyes. Just to warn you, any negative trigger, fear, scared, bitter, hateful, you haven't let them go. They stay your kryptonite. Now what? Let's say they change their ways. They start the healing journey wise. They talk to you, they apologize. They give you closure on their side. Will you accept it? You don't have to. That's for your own choice. But now they took your energy. But for 5 years, you were at peace, quote unquote. And now they take your energy. Why do you allow them to live in your head rent free? You know, respectfully. So, forewarnings.
I don't want to be called pretty.
Why? You are pretty.
Pretty is boring. It's not creative. It's not exciting.
You know what your problem is? You've just gotten so many compliments that you're just completely numb to them.
Okay, now I feel ungrateful.
You should. You know how many men would kill to be called handsome? I don't see why there's a problem with that.
Because I so desperately want to be called hot. Hot implies desire. Pretty is just, oh look, don't touch.
But B, you never liked being touched.
No, that's not true.
You banned hugging in 10th grade.
Oh yeah, because the boys are making it weird.
Yeah, you wanted everybody to handshake in the morning. That's not weird.
I only did it because I overheard Sam Drew talking about how he could feel Abigail Mayer's boobs when he hugged her. And then all the boys stood in a circle and they like high-fived about it. It was gross.
Fair enough. Abigail was pretty hot, though.
You see how that's a bigger compliment than calling her pretty, right?
Oh, okay. So you just wish that Sam was talking about feeling your boobs.
No.
That's what I'm getting from.
No. I want to be sexualized. I not without my own participation.
Okay. So when we say goodbye later, am I gonna get a hug? I'm just asking. It's
A lot of nerve.
I'm checking in.
I love those little role playing, life role playing scenes. It's badass. Cause that's factual. And like when it comes to females, like pretty, beautiful, exotic. Like if you're codependent of those words, then you're gonna have a lot of stress in life, and you will sabotage your life to the fullest because your validation to these words. Like it's good to hear it, don't get me wrong, but why don't you look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, you're exotic, you're pretty, whatever it is, or stay codependent people for validation and the codependency part. And are they being authentic, telling you you're nice, you're beautiful, or are they just saying that because that's what you want to hear? And then the butterflies are happening, and then you start getting your feelings, and then after 3 months, peace got to go. Because nowadays relationships, I give everybody like 90-day fiance, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days tops. That's it. That's all I give everybody. Sounds bad. I would say more in America. I haven't been to third world countries, but on the overall that I know, my people in third world countries, they're still traditional. So if I want a better relationship, love relationship, third world countries, that is. Now I know I always loved the Asian culture, right? But now I know why, because they're a lot more Buddhist and they're very compassionate, to the fullest, But the intent is that you match energy. You can have love by your side, 'Cause a lot of queens are empathetic and do give love. Us boys are more narcissistic and we don't know what love is. We can verbalize it, but we mistreat you. All that little bad bullshit. And that's why these, in America, these passport boys going third country. Like, yeah, that passport boy's gonna fucking cheat on her easily. Bring her back to America and she won't leave because why? A lot of queen third countries, their brain wants to become maids through thick and thin because their aunties, mothers, grandmothers did it. Sucks, but it's the truth. And then you have religious base, all this other bullshit that, it's like a major sin if she gets to believe, especially when kids are involved. Fuck all that bullshit. Yo, this is not Jesus times 20, 25 times. The door's right there. Especially the fuck. Yo, cheating, shit's over. Anyone cheats, physically cheats, it's over. But here's the kicker. Before a cell phone, it's emotional cheating. Everything is charged with emotional cheating. If you know what that is, very fucking simple. Nothing wrong with looking, but when you're staring, you can't control your lust. It's so easy to do. Tell all these boys, yo, go to the fucking gym therapy. The queens nowadays, my body, my choice. They show everything, see through everything. I look, yep. In my head, I just think OnlyFans. Cool, yeah, your body by your choice. So cool, say that term, quote unquote, but don't act like a virgin when these boys are too narcissistic that can't control the lust, especially when they're really young, and they're fucking gawking at you. Don't play victim to a South story. No. Look at your environment, especially in these ghetto hoods. Respectfully, man. And then from there, go to the bikini barista stands. That's a female queen wearing a bikini or lingerie. Go to the fucking beach. Oh my gosh, females wearing fucking bikinis. They're not wearing lingerie, but same shit, right? So if you're staring at all these females and males, whatever you're into, like you've never seen a man in your life, you cannot do A and B monogamy. You cannot do love. You can do toxic love, poly, open, benefits, fuck buddy situation. But these boys don't want that title. I don't do that. You always cheat, but you don't do that. Because you don't want that title. You worry about your family and friends. They're going to give you shit about it. Religious based. Yo, you're being honest. Every which way. That's what you queens. It's called emotional cheating. When you catch him on the first date, looking at the waitress, every female sitting down, and if any female that's walking, ask him, yo, what's up with you? Like, do you know the waitress? No. How about the females that are sitting down? No. How about the queens that are walking? No. So guess what? You don't like me. You have feelings for me, but not to the fullest. To what? That's called emotional cheating. Do you see me looking at the guys? Any guy here. All I see is you. I'm interested in you. You're interested in me and many others. So it's not going to work out. But no, I'm going to get to know them. It's our first date. Who gives a fuck? Or, I pray for you. I have compassion for you. Go do traditional corny ways. Go find your face. Let me know how you feel. I know the outcome. Especially in Queenside. I know the outcome. And that's why I took everybody the fuck out. Especially you queens, right? In this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through? Till you figure out what love is, how many tears are you shedding? Or a lot of queens, they shut down because they got destroyed every which way, went through a lot of trauma. You know what? They'll become single celibate for the rest of their life. That is their free one choice. That's your free one choice. So you're scared of love. You claim higher source, right? But you're scared of love. That means, once again, when I heard that term, you're scared of God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors. That's what you're scared of? And then you get offended. No, I love him. How can you say love? Well, all men are alike, all women are alike. You can't use the word all. You can say a lot. In the ghetto hoods, fuck yeah. A lot of boys are narcissistic as fuck. They are fuck boys in the ghetto hoods. There is no love in the ghetto hoods. I say all the time, kids have more love than adults do. In the suburbs, you have a better chance. But if you're from the ghetto hoods, all you know is toxic love. Go to the suburbs, you'd be scared of this shit. They're boring before they cheat. They don't worry about me. A little toxic good. Yeah, because you're traumatized to fuck. I used to be like you. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck toxic love. I don't deal with toxicity. I won't ever deal with toxicity. At fucking all. Look at the way I speak to care of myself. If I hurt your feelings, I did my job. Do you want to talk about your feelings? No. Because why? It's personal. I get it.
Is this really?
But there's a problem, I'll play one more clip, guys, before we go. Just one more clip. I fucking went out at 2:30. I passed my boundaries of 2 hours by a little bit, 23 minutes, but I'll do 20. I'll be 30 and that's it. I did better than before. Than yesterday. Yesterday was like 5 hours. So I'm trying to do only 2 hours and that's it. This clip here is about benefit situationships, right? Oops. I gotta push audio. 2 seconds, guys.
Is this really how you want to leave things?
Don't be so dramatic. I'm not taking a break with you again.
I'm not asking you for a break. I'm saying goodbye.
We had the same conversation like 3 months ago. You left, and you came back. Baby, I'm just asking you to stop lying to yourself.
Nadia, I'm serious.
No, you're not. You're just unemployed. Come on. You like that we don't know each other or anything.
You are everything that is wrong with this generation.
Men always act like that's something to be ashamed of. But that's why we work.
No, we work because we work together. Okay, everyone knows it's hot, it's fun, but I'm done avoiding things in my life that are serious.
God, you are so fucking boring, dude. How is this not better than all the pain and responsibility of a relationship?
Okay, don't fucking... I would make a very good boyfriend, and you know that.
Do you know why I never asked that of you? Because I know you can't give it to me.
Whoa, okay, no, I treated you very well.
If you think you made a good case for being boyfriend material, then you must think my standards for a real partner are on the floor. Who is that?
It's my mom.
Do you need to take it or something?
I don't know, I haven't heard from her in over a year.
What does she want?
I don't know.
Of course. You've got mommy issues.
Oh, don't psychoanalyze me.
Oh my god, it's so obvious now.
I'm not putting up with this.
It's not your Olympic ex-girlfriend who makes you insecure. It's mommy.
You are such a bitch.
The last time you called me that, you were moaning.
No. Stop it. I'm done. I'm serious.
What, you're really gonna let this girl pressure you into a relationship just because she asks?
That's how relationships start.
You and I, we choose career every time. And when you get a new job, you're not gonna want to take care of her needs.
I can do both.
No one can do both. That's just a lie we were sold to keep us on antidepressants.
Simple.
I think you're wrong.
And why'd you drive all the way out here to see me?
How are you?
Yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro. What are you watching?
Oh, it's a clip about like when you do like situationships and you do like benefits. It's just a clip about that basically. So like the idea is like you squash it or you continue on with it, and then it's a lot. When you get into situationships, you don't get involved too much with it. If you do, now you catch your feelings, and from there wise, you try to date other people, but then you got to come back to each other every single time. Like that's not healthy. That's toxic. And that's when you try to do love. Like I tell you all the time, don't lie to yourself. If you're not ready for love, you're not ready for love. Don't like try to convince. Maybe I could do this if no, you can't do it.
But maybe that means something. Maybe it means you're supposed to be together.
Potentially, but if you're doing a situation, right, benefits, and then you date other people, but you always come back to each other. So you say you want love, you date people for love, and then it doesn't work out, you always come back to each other. Like that's not healthy at all. For both of them align to each other. Like you guys started a situation, a benefit situation, and now you're dating other people. Try to do relationships, and just in case, in the back of your head, it doesn't work out. I got John, I got Maria. Your benefits, your situation. You can always go back to them. But you say love, really? That's not love. It's called toxic love. You're lying to yourself. You're not ready for love yet. That's the shit. So that's why I play these clips. If you're doing that, more power to you. But control and protect your feelings and energy every which way. Stop lying to people because they're not ready for the situation. So, but to each their own. Because you can say God had your source, but you're body hopping. Okay, you're body hopping. Are you telling everybody day one? Guess what, Maria? Just to let you know. I try to do relationships, but I can't. I always cheat, So we could do benefits, situationships, and that's it. If you're doing that, cool, more power to you, because you're not lying. Day one, off the rip, keeping 1,000. Yeah. Not day 10, by the way. Yeah. You sold the dreams. All these boys and girls who are narcissistic, the fuck girls, bad girls, the groups and zombies, addicts and addiction, y'all sell dreams. You can act nice, be narcissistic. You can't be nice, be pathetic yet, because you're toxic love. You don't even know what love is. You don't love your own self. That's why you're doing what you're doing. You're using people to make you feel good. And man, bullshit to make you feel good. Feelings are not factual, man. Why can't you make yourself feel good?
Yeah, but I can relate to that because when I was younger, I was like having lots of girls at the same time.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm such a pimp. I got all these hoes, la 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 la.
Right.
But what I was looking for actually was one girl that I could truly be myself with.
Okay. Are you still with her or no?
Yeah, I'm with her now.
Okay, that's good.
She's my girl.
Hey, well, congratulations. I'm happy that you changed your life. Yeah.
Ever since I met her, I haven't been with another woman for like, I think it's like 3 years now.
That's good. It sounds like you guys are healthy and you found love and you worked on yourself, which is good. That's the intent. I'm happy for you. That's the intent. Like, and the intent is to stay strong best as possible, but to form you many others. Like, people will come and go. So as one being, can you handle rejection? The day that she says, I don't want to do this no more, will that hurt you? And you have the grieving journey, but the intent is not to be like sad and depressed for months or years to be over the breakup. It will hurt initially.
If she were to tell me one day that I can't do this anymore, I'm not feeling it anymore, then I would be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's up to you, I just move on to the next one. But I really hope that doesn't happen because I really like this girl.
Well, I'm not trying to discourage you. This is a forewarning because no one's guaranteed forever. Last dying breath, So
Yeah.
So just
people come and go. Yeah.
Yeah, but just to be cautious every which way. If it gets to that point.
Why did he invite me? Like you?
Who?
Who's that?
The what?
Him. Stop.
I'm sorry.
What? Sorry. Not you. Oh my gosh. Am I too dumb to comprehend right now? Like, I'm speaking English. What the fuck?
Who you talking
English.
to? Are you talking to number one or number two? Myself or number one?
No, I'm talking to you. No, not you. No, not you.
Are you talking to me?
I want to get out. Can you please kick me? Just like,
Well.
What was that?
I don't know. I guess someone invited her. I don't. We Spanish say this on live sessions. I don't invite nobody. Only if they want to jump on and they want to request, sure. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that was respectfully.
But like I'm so amazed by you, bro. You look so badass and so hardcore like a gangster, but you're so nice.
Cosmetic wise, yeah, look a little thug, prison tattoos, but not all my tattoos. It's a map to life. It just to pay it forward. Once again, an attention getter is not for validation. It's to get your attention, and they're just words. If it gets your attention, if you make comment, ask questions about the tattoos, you can spark a conversation. Then from there, wise, we can talk about life type of situation. But you don't have to. That's all my tattoos. It's all about life. It's all about the healing journey. No one's gonna talk about it. You can ask me, I can respond, and you're like, oh shit, feelings, fuck this, I'm out. I respect your boundaries. You don't have to. The conversation stops.
That's what tattoos were for back in the days, telling stories.
Right, very factual.
Where they originated from.
Right, very factual, for sure.
Where tattoos originated from is from telling stories.
Right. No, most definitely, for sure. And nowadays, everybody, for the most part, has a tattoo to tell stories. My tattoo is just words. So, Spanish say it's my pride that I control. In English, how about this? In English, the language of English, no one has my tattoos. People have tattoos in America. You speak English-wise, right? But it's typically images. You might have Bible scriptures and phrases, but like 99% of my tattoos, they're all words. That's all they are, just words. And it's all about the healing journey. It's straight to the point to get to to get to you for your healing journey. If you want to talk about your feelings, to evolve, if you want to figure out what love is, now you don't have to. Hey, feelings? No. Run, then run. But I'll call you in a positive manner. You don't talk about your feelings, but you want love. Make them make sense. How can you say that? You're scared of your feelings, but you want love. Yes, he or she will make you feel good, but I have to forewarn you, if they're in the healing journey more than the waking woke journey, they can walk away. They be, I love you, but guess what? You're too traumatized. If they tell you with me to trigger you to add more in your a door pay in your mansion, I will trigger you. Queen, I love you, but guess what? You're too broken. You're too toxic. You're too traumatized. I gotta walk away. So now in your head, my words stay in your head, and I'm walking away. I become your ex, and I can talk to you. You allow me to be part of your real support team. Like, why'd you say that? Why did the words bother you? It's over. It is over, right? But I'm still talking to you. This failed together. Why it failed? So when you're ready to do love again, the next potential to be you're ready for love. You need to elaborate your feelings. If not, shut down. And here's the best part. I don't have to talk to you. A lot of men, we're not talking these conversations. We just walk away. It's over and that's it. And the next girlfriend, that's it. We don't care, right? Because we're too narcissistic. So I work to myself. I'm forewarning you what's about to happen to you. But once again, no one has to have a conversation. That is your free one choice. I'm not a Bible thumper. You have to talk to me. You have to no. You can do whatever you want to do.
But like, if you want like somebody to support you emotionally, then you can't be logic about it. you have to be emotional about it.
You can do both of you, balance it out best as possible with wording. Yeah, you can do both. Initially, for sure, match only with feelings, but if you can't go through your feelings, then you try to talk about it, but then you get in verbal altercations, and this is the reason why I don't talk to you about that subject. Here we go, and I love hate you. You're upstairs, I'm downstairs. It's not gonna work out. Like no, right? But that's relationships. So that's toxic relationships, but. If you work on yourself, after that, people, if you're in the healing journey, date people in the healing journey. You have a better outcome. You might have these conversations. If you do opposite attract, enjoy that toxic love, broken, coded relationship. Y'all talk about everything.
But I don't believe in opposite attracts because.
Oh, same here. Yeah, no. I say that, but no,
like,
don't do that.
Like we like people that are like us or as we would like to be.
Right, facts. That's the intent, best as possible. But some people it's the. How can I say this? It's it's the itch. What's the number 2? Yeah.
Do you like magic?
Do I like magic?
Yes, I like magic.
Do you like science?
Science is cool, yeah.
Yes, can you show me something?
Yes. Do you like the universe?
Yeah, universe is good.
I love the universe, bro. The universe is a bitch that's waiting to get fucked.
Yes, remember, you are magic, you are science, and you are the universe.
Right, as one being.
Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. Like we are all one, right?
That is correct. Remember, by you still you. E equals MC squared, the law of relativity, relative to you.
Correct. As one being, correct.
E equals MC squared. You are matter and you are light.
Right, as one being.
The light within you is quantum light, quantum power, and it follows all the laws of quantum physics. All of them. When you activate the light creates reality. If you do it with the 5th element, it's going to be a good reality.
Which is
Remember,
beautiful.
in the light, you are a reflection of everything you heard and everything you've seen and everything you're gonna say and everything you're gonna do.
You're like the results of everything you see and hear.
Correct. I'm just a reflection of you. We are all one, different time, different place.
Right, we're all feelings.
All going into the same place, into unity with the one.
Right.
Yes.
As long as you're humble for yourself.
But I believe in God, but I don't believe in religion.
That's totally
Correct.
cool. That's
Remember,
your belief.
in the light, the quantum light, we are all connected to the great creator.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
I like to say it like this. Religion is like same story, different versions, but they all are true.
If you break it down correctly, yeah. That's why they have images where they have Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, and then the other 2 gods in different cultures. And it says it's a different people, same book, But once again, as one being, as beings, we switch the verbiage type of situation, and we have our own beliefs, our own definition. And there's the problem. That's where you have these religious spiritual wars. I am better than you. Really? What's up, Nana? How you doing? And I said respectfully. But once again, hey, Nana, how you doing, Queen? Once again, whatever your higher source is and whatever you believe in, which is beautiful, but I'm the one to remind you it's the person by your side. That's the problem. You be the most amazing individual, but look who you have by your side as a body. This person that takes your energy, why'd you let him take your energy? Now it's personal, because you're going through it. To inform you, Mateo. Yeah, no. Mateo, what you're speaking is beautifully wise, but my gift that's what I talk about, toxic relationships, is the person by your side. Before you invest in the individual, lovey-dovey, love the universe, whatever you're doing is phenomenal. Your beliefs, beautiful. But somehow, magically, these boys are really too narcissistic. These bad boy, bad girl, fuck girl, the zombies, addicts, addiction came in your life. They sold you a dream, and now you became one, exchange energy, TOSX intercourse, and now you're trauma bonded, and you're not leaving because you don't know how to leave. Yeah, that's what I'm to remind you. Hey, you don't want trauma bonds. That'll destroy the shit out of you. And your beliefs, you'll question your beliefs. Respectfully, because one person in the whole universe, billions of people, and you're stressing about one. Make that make sense respectfully, Here on Earth for 100 years. Awesome. That's the idea.
That's such a mind fuck, bro. Such a mind fuck.
Say it again, Double?
That's such a mind fuck.
It is, but I'm here to remind you, like, look around you. And then you go back to one, and you're, like, y'all hate each other, but that's why the term's called trombons, right? So when you break up multiple times, go back to each other, trombone. You cheat, they cheat, but you come back to each other, trombons. You can separate, and 3 years back with each other. That's a trombone. Only you as one being can break it. Nobody can do it for you but you, and that's for you. Now your ex, they can only do it for themselves if they let go. If they let go, if they don't let go, why they're looking for you? Why they stalking you? Why they in social media? Why they try to break up in your relationships? Because they don't know how to let go. They're mad and bitter, hateful because they can't accept the rejection of it's over. As a forewarning, make the best of it while you're here 1,000. Alchemy of the mind, the soul. Oh yeah, Mateo, you're the 40 to 10 to 20 in the Matrix spiritual universe. Alchemy is phenomenal. Once again, if you're not using it correctly, but once again, whatever you believe in, look who you have by your side. Like Buddha, mind and body. 2,500 years ago, I love Buddha. I do mind and body, and then the person by your side, because relationships can make you, break you, and they will definitely destroy you if you allow them to destroy you. As a forewarning, no one has to comprehend that. Because remember this, you go home to your toxic partner. I don't. I'm alone. It'd be nice to have a partner, but my energy is too strong for a lot of them out there. Because the part is like when she goes through her feelings, I don't say the same thing, because I'm talking to them, getting to know them. Community, you're a creator and a co-creator. Almost definitely, whatever you create, quote unquote. But I just work on myself as a being. That's it. But once again, my situation, and for everybody out there, when you start the healing journey more than the waking woke journey, when your energy becomes too strong, you potentially push people away. To forewarn you.
But I think that life is like you are born to like be tested to see if you fit in heaven or in hell.
If you want to use, you can say that most definitely why. But here's the kicker: the terms heaven and hell, right? Religious talk. So we're the Catholic, right? So we're taught that when you pass away, you worry about heaven and hell. Here's the kicker: the best part. Every day above ground, when you breathe and you're still alive, right? How are both your four walls, your mental home and your physical home? If you dislike yourself, more with myself, I dislike myself. I dislike mirrors, right? So I hate myself. My partner were toxic. She seemed like a baby. Really mentally, fuck her. So I just woke up to my dungeon, my sins, my hell on earth. I'm not physically dead. No one's got to die physically to go to heaven and hell. Every day above ground, you live this shit. You can love your job, heaven on earth. You hate the person at Starbucks, hell on earth. You hate your partner, hell on earth. So why do you go back home? You have nowhere to go to? Respectfully, so no one's got to die. If you work with the one next to you, you create and co-create.
Experience reality.
Whoa, say that.
And remember, this is the land of the free here in the U.S. So this is what we're trying to set as an example. And then we say, well, it's really not free. I cannot do anything I want. And that is right. Remember.
But like Earth is like a big prison, and the police officers. This world is like the guards.
Yes, but not just the police officers. We, each other as humanity, we're watching after each other, and we're setting up these rules. That's why we have the laws, like the speeding laws. You don't want to go 100 miles in a school zone. So we as humans try to help protect each other. So we set regulations to help each other continue
rules.
To create.
Correct. Most definitely. And that's the man-made world. Now what about the emotional and the spiritual world? Your mental health. You can the matrix, the physical matrix, nobody can beat it. Maintain job, money, car, home. Now what about your mental matrix? Emotional and spiritual, have you worked on yourself? You can be a gym rat.
Remember, all the other religions are teaching us how to be in control of our mind and of our soul. Each of the main religions, Buddhism, Christianity, Catholicism, and Islam.
Yeah.
Now, they each originated in a different part of the world.
Right,
and
different
they
timelines.
more or less came with the same concept, but they had to adapt depending on where they grew up.
Right.
If they had a lot of vegetables, they become more vegetarian. If they didn't have a lot of resources of meat, they put certain restrictions, and that's why they say we don't eat pork in this side of the world, or we don't eat beef. It depends on their religion.
Correct.
But all of that, they did so good with what they had, working with the matter around them, and they grew up so big that we are now colliding with other religions. And that's why 100 years ago, we proposed two equations to unite all beliefs into one.
Right, but that situation is not gonna work out because everyone's unique. Everybody has their own beliefs. You can try to combine people, but people can resist, and then what? Cause wars. But here's the kicker: it's a physical war, it's a spiritual war. But if you allow it to get to that point, and then as physical beings, this vessel pathetically, we all fall down. We're all gonna say, "Ow." Everyone has their own pain tolerance, but why take care? Why beat up the physical vessel, the avatar, quote unquote? Use your words. Words will deep a knife every which way, right? So that's why trying to get involved too much in the spiritual warfare and physical warfare.
The one thing we all share with each other is consciousness.
1,000, yeah.
Yes.
As one being, yeah.
Correct. Remember, the light within you, and that's what we're trying to confirm. Because before they used to call it religion, they used to call it magic. And 100 years ago, they call it spooky action. Spooky action at a distance.
Right.
Now, we call it quantum physics.
Yeah, that's that. When it comes to quantum, that's deep shit. But I'm the one to remind you, like, you can study about that, but here's the kicker: when you go home, are you happy to go home or dreading to go home? You can study all about quantum science, the universe, but as one being, mentally wise, emotionally, spiritually as a being, why you stand depressed? Here's the best part. Keep it simple. My tattoos. Why do you have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues? You can't look at your exes, your past being toxic, trauma, child trauma. As one being.
Some people know this that I'm telling you very well, and they understand that everything is energy.
Facts. Everything's energy.
Is vibrating.
Oh yeah, no, it's all energy. It's all energy.
So some people like to have control, and in that control, they take the truth from you.
Okay.
And as they do, we start to believe broken realities.
Right.
And then they make that into a reality. So then we don't know if we're here or there. So that's why, as we learn to go deep within ourselves, we continue to understand that we are all one. Now, the science itself is now growing exponentially.
Okay.
Because we are using a black mirror. We are using magic in all the sense of the world. So it is pretty interesting what is happening in the world. But we have to be extremely positive, like you said, because our mind is full of programs. Every idea is a program.
Facts.
So each idea has a different weight depending on how much that was repeated within you.
Correct.
And we have to be able to block the actions of our ideas, then reflect, and then as we do that, you are doing alchemy to change what you think into a better world, into a better unity.
That's
because
possible.
we are taught that we are, hey, you're thinking this, that's different from me, that's a no. But in reality, it's okay. I know it's a no.
Right.
It's a fact. All realities exist as we speak.
Correct.
All the past and the present. But as we learn to understand this, it breaks other realities. So it's always a duality, but you always want to be grateful to where you are.
Facts.
Because you are here on earth. You open your eyes, you look around, and you are grateful for what you have. And then you continue to use that matter around you to continue to create. And if we don't watch our mind, that growth can go up or down.
Correct.
So we have to do it with the fifth element for you and for all.
Correct. Very factual. Remember, all that you're saying, that's very factual for you as one being. Nobody has to match your energy at all. If they don't match energy, respect your boundaries. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To stay there, entertain, and force your ways upon others, or just walk away? And when I say higher, higher source and beings, we're all communication, we're all messengers. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. That is everyone has. Our first breath is being, whatever you want to call yourself, right? Two same gifts, free one choice. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? And in general, wise, I preach about doors. The door's right there. What? You can leave whenever you want to. That is your free one choice. No one's got to stay.
You're always going to have the freedom. So here in the U.S., again, it's the land of the freedom. So you can do anything good or anything bad, even if you break the law. But every action has a reaction.
Facts.
And as we break the law that we have set as humans, there's an action for that. And it's okay. Those are just humanly action and reactions. But what we're talking about is universal laws.
Correct.
Universal actions. And then that comes back to you once again. And again, that's an infinite loop. And infinite sometimes we think as forever, but you want to be able to see that infinite comes back to you.
Right.
And that's a loop. And
your
see
life.
that, you usually tend to jump out. But as you stay in the idea, you understand that you come back here grounded, and as you go into your mind, you are getting connected to it all. And you are traveling at the speed of light within your brain. You're going back into your past. You're thinking of everything that you have learned, all the languages, all the ideas. And as you hear somebody else speak, those vibrations resonate.
Correct.
It's a resonance. And as you do that, then that brings the emotion, and then you tend to respond.
Facts.
So it's quite interesting what is happening in the world, but we are becoming more aware as humanity, and we've been doing magic all the time, and we are doing it more and more. But we have to be very careful, because this same magic that we're talking about, that the ones on top have, in this case Trump, we can see he knows he's on top, and whatever he says can then take an action. That's also why we set up other types of laws to say, hey, we don't want a king. We don't want somebody to take control. We want to make sure that we all as humanity understand that we are creating this reality. And that's where we're going as a world. Where humans are being respected once again. Now, it's a journey, because we are fighting with these energies, these bigger ideas that some people want to be on top of us all.
It's a man-made
but we
war.
have to understand. Correct. This has happened in the past. Again, there's cycles. And in the past, they gave all the power back to the people. And that was like 200-300 years ago. And then again, it starts to grow once again, where the top get more powerful. And then the bottom, we lose control. But then we're like, hey, we are giving you the power. All the money is our money. It's our knowledge. It's our data that you're using to make money off of me without getting compensated. So what is going on? Why are you using that against me so that you can become more powerful, when we are all here for one thing, to create and co-create? And they take that will from you, where they only make you work, and they only let you be so much. And again, it's not impossible to continue to grow, but you have to do more work inside to continue to grow.
So that's why, if you guys don't watch anime, the anime I recommend is called Dr. Stone. Watch that anime, and it's because we have the thought, if I could run the world correctly, how could I do it? You know, as I said, the term is man-made, so everything.
Exactly.
Hey, Coder, I'm sad and
And like
depressed.
we're saying about
Crickets.
religions, a lot of the movies are giving us the same process in 1 hour.
Oh yeah, for
telling
sure.
us a start, a middle, and an end. So we can see all these cycles going over and over, and that's why we tend to detach from reality and say, hey, that's just in the movies. But once you come back to yourself, you understand that everything that you see, different colors, different particles, they all come down to your eyes, and these are literally black holes. They compress the light, and as they bounce inside your brain, then they go into your third eye, and there it goes into the pineal gland. That's where it goes into the quantum world.
Correct.
And
If you
that's where we
comprehend it.
have that connection.
If you have that
And
gift,
that's where-
correct.
Correct. And that's why you want to learn to control. You want to be able to meditate. And as we learn to do this, then sometimes it's painful, because you see everything, a reflection
Energy.
of all your past, all your history, but not just yours. And as much as that can be painful, you also see the same for the world.
Oh yeah, very factual. Oh yeah, that's why I say, like, when you do the healing journey, more the wake and woke journey, now you see energy, you comprehend. I mean, like, when I call people out, they're like, you don't know me. I don't know you. I know energy. Energy is not the best. You have a lot of healing to do, and it offends people. Like, what? Once you comprehend energy, your eye is the door to your soul, every which way.
Exactly.
You don't have to know people at all.
And they're like, you cannot read people, and yeah, we're reading people all the time, but then we tend to suppress that so that we can create. But that's because they don't tell us, like, hey, you don't need to judge them, you need to be center, and you just need to be open and let the world flow. So it's kind of a duality to be able to take action and to let the world take action for you as well.
Correct.
So it's a journey as we continue to create.
Correct. I most definitely is day by day baby steps. That's why the healing journey has its own pace. It's not a race, no marathon. If you and friends are doing it together, if anyone's involved more than you are, ask them a question.
Exactly.
What are you doing that because I see you're more happier, you're more at peace with yourself, and they can be, oh well, I'm studying this, I'm doing this. Maybe the things they're doing can potentially help you. If not, try something else.
Exactly.
But always try to evolve.
Want to learn, exactly. You want to learn and look around the world and learn from the best that is around you. You want to learn from the best of your parents, the best that they did the best that they could with the knowledge that they had. Sometimes it's not the best.
Right.
But we're like, hey, even though it was not easy for you, thank you. I'm here one way or another. And you learn from them. And then you try to grow and be better than them by learning from others around you. And you can learn from others' mistakes as well.
Facts.
And again, that's when you're using your mind. You're like, hey, this person did that. It did work out for them. Maybe I can do the same.
Correct.
Somebody has done it. I can do it too.
Correct.
And that's why we're learning as humanity. But again, other people are going to tell you, no, you cannot. Oh, forget about it. And then you have to take a step back because that's our energies. And then you're like, hey, you're telling me no. Why? Instead of saying, oh, F you or whatever, like, oh, what are you telling me? Why is it no?
Right.
Oh, only because I didn't have the type of shoes that I needed. Are they really needed? Are they really useful? Yeah, you're going to be walking on stones. Oh, I do need better shoes, perhaps.
Right.
Or maybe no, it's just the beach. I'm going to enjoy and have a nice walk.
Correct.
So then you change that, and that's doing the alchemy of the mind and the soul. But we are so used to everything, every single conversation is a challenge to our existing reality.
Correct.
So we continue to use that to challenge this reality. And again, we want to understand that we are here first as human. And then what we're talking about, it goes deeper into the higher world. But then it brings you right back to understand that, yes, you can do this. You can see the energy sometimes.
It's like we have a human experience.
Right.
Yes.
And then we go into the celestial world.
Correct.
How to say?
Where
I don't know.
Our souls goes on to the celestial world.
Correct.
After
So
we die.
that's why you understand that your ancestors are here with you. Because they are with you in everything they taught you, and maybe the house that you're in, maybe that was their house. So you're still part of them. And a lot of other features, your DNA. So once you learn to connect to yourself, to your soul, you can connect to your DNA, you can connect to any part of the world, because the light within you is quantum light, quantum power. So it doesn't have a physical matter.
Right.
So that's why once you go really deep into meditation, you can go into different parts of the world and other universes as well.
That's what they say.
We're learning that they are everywhere. And, kids do this all the time. They see like, oh, Dad, I see a shadow in the room. And I feel that's a person.
That's a
and
gift.
like, oh, forget about it. But you can continue to do that. When we look at the clouds and we see shapes, that's technically where we're starting to go. That's kind of like a bridge. If you continue to look at that, then other things start to come through. But it depends on how your soul is, what you're going to see.
Right.
And if you want to see even deeper, you want to suppress all of those negative feelings, because whatever is within you, it will reflect out.
Oh, yeah, it'll distract you. That's why, like you said, as kids, right? Let's say your little kid has, like, gift to see, like, spirits and beings, whatever. As parents, we don't have that gift, or we forgot about that gift. Like, oh, you're crazy, you lost it. You might.
We forgot, but but then we become grateful because as you learn, you can relearn to see these things once again.
Facts.
But sometimes we see them all the time, and we're like, oh, it's a tree going back to a cloud. But sometimes you get so deep, and these things stop coming, and they start telling you things, and that's why we want to be able to control our mind.
Best as possible.
Correct,
Best as possible. Yeah.
These energies can take control, and again, we have to control our 7 chakras, our main energy centers, and they give us a guidance on what to look for. First is going to be your root chakra, and this is one of our most ancestral feelings, to reproduce. But we want to be able to control those urges and to control then our sacral chakra and our heart chakra and so on. And as we learn to activate these ones, then we can get to feel that crystals within us.
Correct. Yeah. And I say respectfully, like, I know about chakras, communication, and comprehend. It's not my realm. It's not my gift. That's why I'm just 3D. Like, everyone says 2D.
Correct.
2D world. And then 3D world, that's when you start doing the healing journey. And then you have the 4D to the 10D. Imagine 20D in the Matrix. And that's like, if that's your gift, and that's definitely stay that most definitely wise, because you have so many resources nowadays. Spotify, YouTube, all these platforms, you know, like I promise you 1,000, whatever your belief is, astrology, numerology, crystals, chakras, type it in TikTok, best platform, and then YouTube, Spotify, so much resources, and then you can help each other out because that's your guys' gift and realm, right? You're me as a being. I'm just 3D. I'm just to remind everybody. I'm happy you know all about that, but the person by your side, because relationships can make you, break you, and then destroy you, and they get to your energy where you start questioning your self worth and your beliefs. But prior to this being, you love the whole universe, whatever you believed in. But then now they're taking energy, and there's the problem.
Exactly.
And then you start a trombone.
And then, but you want to be able to work with with the one next to you and be like, hey, maybe we're not working out, but right now it's working out, so we're stable, and maybe I need to jump into a different world. But you want it; those are tricky because you want to be able to break those relationships in a good way.
Best as possible.
As you get separated, things can break apart and things can go rough.
Correct.
So as we learn to put the alchemy and continue to create, then it's a better way to let them continue do their own creation and appreciate for the fact that they were with you and they were part of your reality.
Facts. Oh yeah, very factual. Very factual. That's what they're saying. Like the traditional saying, "Every come life is a blessing. When leave, what is a lesson?" I'm back to expand more to it, go deeper. Everyone come life is a blessing. When they leave, what is a lesson? Be it positive or negative, there are always lessons to be learned. Once you become a codependency, you prefer to be alone.
To take even the bad moments as to a learning moment, then you're breaking out of the matrix. Now, that's when somebody's talking to you, and you know, when we're looking at the clouds and you see something bad or something good, a smiling face or a scary face, you can literally then see stories if you learn to control your brain. So you're literally going to be seeing a reflection like a movie, not just one single picture. And it takes a little bit of practice, but it's not complicated. But it's definitely a journey as we tend to feel a lot of energies in our body as we tend to get closer to these other realms. Because we're not used to it. It's just like if you start running and you're not used to running, you're going to run out of air.
Correct.
And again, they used to know this as the basic knowledge of the science a long time ago, but because they wanted to have a little bit more control, they implemented a new idea for us to follow so that some can continue. But again, we want to appreciate because all of that has created all of this reality that we currently have, all this technology, all this house, and yes, we know we are getting better and we have to appreciate it because sometimes we forget that we are getting better as humanity.
Best as possible, but at the same time, that people like you do this for you. Be selfish in a positive manner because if you don't got you, then got you. Try not to put too much stress, energy into the universe, you know, because you don't have so much money and power type of situation. And just don't forget about yourself. You can help others out, but at the end of the day, when you take energy, who's got you, you know? So try to add too much stress in your life. That's why the analogy metaphor. You have enough food on your plate, which is your personal problems. Why do you want to add more food to your plate? Your eyes are bigger than your mouth to control and protect the energy best as possible as one being. And that's why if you want like relationships, love, make sure the potential partner or even friendships, you can match energy best as possible. Everyone's own beliefs.
Exactly.
You know, and don't force your ways upon others. You know, like I use the term Bible thumper. I don't Bible thump nobody. Like I go live, tell a story, play clips, comprehend. You don't want to comprehend, but I'm here to remind you of your feelings because you don't know this yet. These feelings are not factual. No words has no feelings at all. Sad won't feel sad.
Correct.
You are not your
feelings.
Yeah.
Your feelings is just a reflection of the actions that others have taken close to your reality, to your world.
Facts.
So as we learn to separate that feeling, is you can have somebody in front of you screaming to you, and you can be like, "It's okay. I see you're screaming. I understand you might not be okay.
Right.
I wonder why."
Correct.
I understand you're trying to project that onto me.
Correct.
But I'm not going to jump into your reality. I can control my own reality and then help you control your own reality and help you jump from that reality into a higher, better one.
Facts.
And that's what we're trying to do as humanity, to be. And that's what they're trying to do in church. Talk better of your neighbor. And again, that's why all of those things do help us become a better person.
Some real resources.
Then we tend to sometimes forget, and sometimes we are rude to our parents because we had a bad moment. Doesn't mean you don't love them. You still love them,
Triggers.
But you had differences.
Yeah, control your triggers to don't become triggered.
Instead of saying like, oh, you know, I don't like you or I hate you or I'm going to break the TV because of that, like, oh, you know, I'm going to take a step back.
Right.
Is it my opportunity? Are you over me? then I'm going to respect you because I'm under your roof. I am under your city. I'm under your country. But we understand that we're all here in this world. So, as I said, we're all getting united, and technology can be good, can be bad.
How you use it.
Both. Because all realities exist, but it's where you have your mind, where you have your focus.
Correct.
Yes, we sometimes can look into the bad, but just hold your pants because that can hurt it. You might be able to reflect and identify with the bad because we are good, but we're also bad. So we want to be able to see how good you are and how bad. And that can help us prevent us from becoming really bad.
Yeah,
from doing very bad things.
Correct.
And other people are helping us. So we want to listen to our parents like, hey, you don't want to go over 100. You already got a ticket. So they're literally telling us, sometimes we don't listen. But the universe is talking to us many different ways so that we can stay here alive and continue to create. And our grandparents did so good. And, you know, they don't know how to express themselves. But they're like, be a good person. Just do what you have to. And you'll be okay. So they can tell us only the basics, but in that you understand that they're doing it from their experience.
Correct.
And sometimes they know a lot more, but we don't tend to listen. And we then, as we grow up, we're like, man, this old grandpa is very knowledgeable. Wow, he was telling me great things, and I wasn't putting attention. Perhaps.
Well, here's the kicker. So everyone's doing terminology, right? So everybody does listen. That's A, communication. Everyone preaches about communication.
Yes.
The second part is what? Comprehension. That's why as one being, whatever you know and believe in, you know 1,000. So you do A, communication, B, comprehension. The person that's listening, right? As long as they're patient enough, open-minded enough, to do communication, they don't have to comprehend, right? But the positives, analogy, metaphor, poetry talk, every conversation, we plant seeds. Everybody plants seeds.
Exactly. That you're saying, comprehension is what they don't give us the time. So they give us the books to read. So when we're in school, we're reading and you want to memorize, but they don't want you to comprehend. They don't want you to actually read it and then take a moment and say, what did I read? What happened in this time in history? And then put a picture in your brain of a timeline and then put that within your picture. And they don't give you time, so they just want you to spill out the knowledge. And we're doing that all the time.
Right.
But once you really take the moment, then you're really painting that picture within you, and then you can start to feel, man, that was not good. What did humanity learn from that? What did I learn from that? Oh, I did learn from that. And that's where this ancient knowledge comes across us, where we know our parents have done so good that they gave us the opportunity to be here. And we're going through hard times, and they went through hard times.
Oh, yeah,
so it's
every
now
generation.
up to us to continue to do better for the world. And yes, we want to be able to see the ones in government and see if they're doing something good for all humanity, for them and for us.
Best as possible.
As we see, and again, that's why we have this system, because these people that all these laws, they understood this as magic before, but we needed to put it in legal terms and in a scientific term.
Right.
So we're breaking these realities, and we're getting closer and closer. But I have to go.
Baby steps.
Thank you for collaborating and creating this reality with me today.
I can't bless them, Mateo. Stay blessed. Be safe out there.
Blessings, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, myself, like, I let anyone jump in and vibe. So everybody has a belief, you know. One thing I'll say, what he's saying is good for the most part, heck yeah. But when it comes to like governments and all that, like, that's why you have these, you know, categories, and as they be, and you can try to like any like company or government's official type of, you know, you can try to get involved in the mix and go with higher elevations and then categories, money, quote unquote. But when you see the term, you know, empathetic people, good people, narcissistic people wise, like you can jump, like, say I go to business and become a manager, CEO type of situation, but then I see like the owner doing all this fucking bullshit, like, you know, passing banner with the employees, cheating the wife, all this shit. But now they saw, you know, let's say they caught him, and they talked to me, like, yo, we didn't see nothing. If you tell my wife anything, guess what? Things are happening to you. Yeah, but that's what it's a man-made war. As I'm telling my back, you know, because words go deeper at night. But yes, it doesn't matter. Okay, I can say that terminology. We heard that terminology. Obviously, I said it because someone said it prior. But anybody can whoop your ass whenever they want to. They, for any apparent reason, they could put one in your head. Or they're gonna fucking pick your ass and make you suffer, cut you up, break bones, everything, just because they're bored. But once again, everyone that does the too narcissistic wise, you're not a good person. You're good for the streets, toxic love. You're not good for not good for home's love. Any home you go to, you are the problem because you're too narcissistic. You're too broken. And you don't want to start the healing journey to feel your feelings because you hate feelings. You love others to make you feel good, but you can't make yourself feel good because you are the problem. Comma for now. Yeah. So once again, everybody has on terminology wise. I try to spend my boundary 2 hours. I just want an hour over, 1 hour 9 minutes over. But if someone jumps in the box and it's positive talk, anyways, like once again, that's spirituality talk, quantum alchemy, which is beautiful. I do communication. B, I don't comprehend it. It's not my realm, respectfully wise. It might sound crazy when I say that. A lot of people in the spiritual universe, they be like, "You're higher than 3D." Like, I know I sound like I'm higher than 3D, but what do I talk about? What do I focus my energy on? All about what? Raw real life, raw real feelings. These toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, kids involved, single-fied kids, co-parenting, and then what? The healing journey, the awakening journey, the hardest journey, the woke journey. Woke, That's what I'll do. I have to put all my energy in that because I care about you as beings and your feelings. Because once you comprehend, more in the waking woke journey, this body is just a vessel, the avatar. If you think about it, it does things naturally on its own, But that's a physical realm, And then emotionally, spiritually, work on yourself. You can be physically fit. Are you mentally fit? A lot of people, because traumas and bullshit. Males and females. They go to the gym brats. Look at them, beautiful cosmetically wise. Their physique on point, but you go to the platforms, you know them personally wise, toxic relationships, stuck on trombones, zombies, Addison addiction. It's just a fucking bloodbath, but cosmetically, they're taking care of themselves. But mentally, far from the situation. That's why I give them shit. You're mentally fit, but in your mansion, when it comes to your mental wise, you're weak. You're overweight, you're fat. What? Pretty triggering, right? But you are. Here's the best part. Take anywhere in my body and elaborate. Tell me what you believe this word means to you. And if you don't want to talk about it, there it is. That's a boundary, right? What you are expected, but that's your trigger. That's your trauma. And I don't even know you. And the best part, you read it, that tattoo that taught me the word, the petty ass little word that has no feelings to you as a feeling. I did my job. I could just walk away. After they hate me, dislike me, fuck that guy. I don't care. These words, conversations, languages have no feelings at all. So it's all the universe and the feelings about things that don't have no feelings at all. And make that make sense. The answer is the codependency part. You allow people to have these, these words have become owners to you. Your father called you stupid. Your mother called you stupid. Your ex called you stupid. The bully called you stupid. That's why the word stupid bothers you. The word stupid triggers you and only you, as one being. That's why as he was talking, I just say, yes, correct, as one being. There's no thing like me. I cannot speak for all males, my kids, Hispanic, No, I speak for myself as one being. I know of the culture, I know of beings, but no, I'm only one person. That's it. I got my beliefs, you got your beliefs. But once again, to inform you, like Buddha did 25 years ago, he preached and teach for 45 years of his life. I believe 45 years of his life. I'm trying to think this now. 45 years of his life. He spoke, teach mind and body. Fucking beautiful, exotic. And I say respectfully, that's why the word if does not exist, it's a past for a reason. It's your past. I wish my parents, that's your parents, are still alive scenario, right? They don't know this conversation, but I'm born as a Catholic. So we trying to say this, when you're taught religion, right? Catholic Christians, that's like, if that's your category in the religious universe, then everything behind that, after that's the devil. I'm not supposed to buy with like Jehovah's, Mormons, Pentecostals, Wiccans, anything, any science. I'm not supposed to vibe with them. They're the devil. And we haven't said they're the devil Myers. That's what I'm taught. That's all incorrect. Everybody has one belief. You can all learn from each other. Every which way. That's my situation. And I pray, you see me, I pray to God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritualists, your ancestors, our ancestors' wives. Because I use the word, there's got to be God, a higher source, because I'm here for a reason, quote unquote. We're all here for a reason. But I've already looked at myself in this lifetime at 39. I tattoo for a reason. I use the word idea and faith. In the next lifetime, I'll be younger. I pray to God, 29, 19, fucking 5 years old. If I could remember all these conversations, all my tattoos, word for word, at 5 years old, the next lifetime, I'm ahead of the game. Because guess what? Toxic relationships, I won't deal with toxicity. Because I know if I'm in a toxic love, broken, codependent relationship, it'll take my energy. I'll question myself, where's my beliefs, and become discouraged. Because the person I love doesn't love me back. And that's called toxic love. That's why I saw him and everybody out there like, whatever your belief is, like Buddha, mind and body, but I do mind and body, but the person and the person by your side. What? To remind you, relations can make you, break you, destroy you. What? They can. In the beginning, everything starts with love, right? Every conversation starts with love. But then it goes to toxic love when the sparks start ending, when the red flags are happening, when they start passing boundaries. Is that Japanese to you? Pray for you. I go home, I think, you have a lot of healing to do. I have compassion for the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe. I don't have to. Why should I? If I did it, you can do it, as I was saying, right? But there's so much resources. That's it. Once again, the healing journey for you is really easy if you reach out for help, if you ask for guidance. But if you're ready to feel these feelings, and it's going to be triggering. It's going to be really fucking triggering. Because when you hear the comment, well, guess what? You allow it to happen. But I, TikTok say that shit all the time. You allow it to happen. It just, I allow it to happen? I want to get my ass kicked? Get it cheat on? No. But that's why I say add to it, comma, not knowing. What do you mean? Because you don't know this yet. You allow it to happen. You don't know what energy is. You don't know how to read people. The eyes is the door to your soul. You don't know that yet. So, I'll guide you, forewarn you. Let's study people together. And all your feelings, every physical being is your feelings. What do you mean? When you're sad, you think the only beings that's physically sad, look at that person. They look sad. Look at that person. They look depressed. Look at that. All your feelings and feelings get in front of your face of every being. Because we're all lost and confused. Every which way. Now the question is, can you get your life back in this lifetime? Or, I'm best in this lifetime at 39. Some of you might be staying in the blooper world. Debate about man-made bullshit, race, religion, politics, man versus woman, all these man-made categories that are irrelevant with your personal feelings. It would trigger your feelings, but you will not evolve. And you'll be bitter hateful for the rest of your life, to your last dying breath, but you want love? That's the worst part. You don't want to about your feelings, but you want love. Make that shit make sense. Bishop one the male said, but I get it because as a man, we're taught not to express the feelings, have this conversation. Why do I speak the way I speak? That's why. Because my family, that's incorrect. None of them know this conversation. Zero from Washington State, mother, father side, to Mexico, back to Spain, the motherland. None of them. They all think I'm crazy that I lost it. My uncle be talking vibe. And nothing wrong with God. He said otherwise, but I tell me, yeah, that's beautiful as one being. But what about your partner? What about your kids? No one has to respect your boundaries at all. And then what? Do you stay there? Do you leave? What you choose and what you do in type of situation? That's why, once again, if that's their belief, just try to adapt your environment and this conversation, and just, that's your belief. That's why if you can have a conversation about the healing journey, and, just little by little, or if they ask you, maybe down the road, oh shit, you want to start it? Cool, let's do this. And then what do you all say? Yo, I finally got it. It clicked in. Yeah, comprehension. That's why it's at your own pace. But as on the gentleman earlier, why the king, every conversation, we all, analogy, metaphor, poetry talk, we all plant seeds. As long as a person patient enough or mind enough, they can water the seed, observe the seed, study the seed, or they can let the seed die. You're fucking crazy and that's it. But they heard the conversations. All they gotta do is remember a word or a sentence. Maybe down the road, don't know when, 5, 10, 20 years from now. Now they get the itch. I heard this a long time ago. I'm hearing it again. And they keep hearing it. Well, keep hearing it. Let me go research. And that's the part when you research, fuck. That's what I did 5 years ago in 2020. I'm a bookworm, man. Not once did I think to myself at all. And no, and again, my tattoo. Just on a journey. I could talk about God, the Bible. Oh, yeah, cool. Man versus black versus white. Yeah, man-made debates and bullshit. But guess what? All those debates were irrelevant. I wasted energy on wrong conversations. I should waste energy on myself, the healing journey, to work on my feelings, to comprehend them, to evolve in life, so I can figure out what love is. And you don't have to comprehend it, but love is not for nobody else but the person marry yourself. People can add to your love. Kids give you unconditional love for now. Because look at that. You bump heads with your parents, it's conditional love, not unconditional. You have your moments of unconditional love when y'all get along, and with whoever the fuck it is, But then it becomes conditional because y'all have tension. But everyone's unique, man. Remember that shit. Everybody's unique. Everybody's unique with our own traumas. But if you're in the healing journey, vibe with people like you in the healing journey, you'll have a better outcome. I can guarantee you that shit. You might bump heads here and there, but in the overall, you'll kiss and make up and have this conversation to figure out the beliefs type of situation. Especially you want to become quote-unquote partners and shit. And to forewarn you, people will come and go. And no one, like that's potential taught me last year, right? Not even girlfriend. Potential. Marriage, forever, grow with each other, last dying breath, not factual. As you said, it's not factual. I was like, what do you mean by that? Let's say we're together. We're not, but let's say we are 5 years from now. and I get up and walk away. Can you handle that? Oh, rejection? Babe, I told you day one, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. I can handle rejection. Can you handle rejection? If I did that to you, she's like, I don't know. There it is. You don't know. She's not ready for it. You know, remember this. Not even my girlfriend, a potential. Deep conversations. Because as a being, I don't need people. I want people. If they want to tie, we match energy and I take energy. If they try to take energy, what will I do? Relax boundaries. Learn how to say no. Learn how to be mean to them because they're mean to I. Reverse psychology. If I don't do that, spirituality talk, I'm being mean to myself. Hurting my own feelings, I'm allowing it to it. What do you mean I'm allowing it to? You allow it to happen. Open your mouth. Match energy. Reverse psychology. Not the fucking door's right there. Leave. What? Leave. But what? But what? When you say but, it's already over. You ain't going nowhere. When you get let go of the but line, stop to accept the people in your life, you go to the door, don't ever look back. Maybe down the road, whomever you bump heads with, whomever it is, ex, kids, parents, kids, whoever it is, right? You can have this conversation. Because now they're doing the healing journey. Now let's say you're more involved than they are. Hold the hand, guide them. They're the fuck ass. That's why I'll call everybody out. Anyone, I'm 18 hours, 44 now, right? The last 4 years of my life blessed. Anyone's my age or older, you been knowing this shit. I'll call you the fuck out. Why don't you open your mouth? You don't have to. Technology, man. You could be a fucking, a troll, you want to say, or like a ghost on here. A burner, use burner accounts. Pay it forward. You didn't got to use your own voice. Technology, audio notes. And from there, where I save it on your clipboard, paste it. And, save it, pin it, and then copy and paste. That's what I do. But in my situation, I'll talk to anybody. I'm not going to sit there and I don't like typing too much, man. Why? That's what I tell my one-on-ones. Clean shit out. I respect your boundaries, but if it's cool with you, like TikTok, I can't do audio messages. Can we try a different app? Respect, because, me, like, everybody has, responding to you. I give Bible stories, basically, about feelings. I break it down best possible, but type all that, that's a lot of typing, respectfully. So, if not, then I'll just do bare minimal right here. I'll just keep simple, best as possible, straight to the point, but if I could do audio message, and your side, you don't do audio message, you can respond in text. That's cool with me, but I'll give you a Bible story, And that's my one-on-ones. They'd be like, man, you tell it's a big response, right? Because I'm giving you all my notes, knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge, metaphor, riddles, and stories. I'll give you every option that I can give you. My personal stories and my one-on-ones. In 5 years doing this, time at 6th season, I spent 1,000 queens. They come and go. Same, pretty much, very similar stories, And that's when they all tell me the same thing. How you in my head? I asked the same question when I had my real support team 5 years ago. Because I always have really similar stories. That's why. That's why I'm in your head. I have compassion for you. But remember this. I can't take this pain from you. What? God, nobody can do for you but you. God gave you free will and choice to stay or to leave, to let go or to keep it. The pain is only forever if you allow it to be forever. I was you. That's my neck tattoo. Your pain is my pain. I died like you died. That's in Seattle, but like they read it. But once again, sometimes I forget I have my tattoos, right? It sounds crazy, but I just don't really pay attention to them. They're just my body, and that's it. I'm just chilling there, right? But I see at the farm market, or if I'm doing DoorDash, they'd be like, on my side, and they'd be like, I died like you died. Oh, now read the other side. What? That's part of it. It's only half of it. It's communication and comprehension, yin and yang. And they go the other side, your pain is my pain. Yeah, your pain is my pain. They'd be like, what does that mean? Everyone talks relationships. Doing this healing journey, it sucks and it hurts, right? So your pain is my pain. You're dying. I died like you died. Now let's get your life back. Give me your hand. I will not give up on you at all. I know how it feels to put your hand out. And no one was there physically to take it. It hurts. That's why you get discouraged to do this healing journey. And it's really bad. And you still gotta go to work, kids, toxic partner. It's a fucking bloodbath. And it's fucked up matrix initially. But once you comprehend it, you just maintain. Like now I say pretty confident. Now I know how Jesus, Muhammad, and Buddha felt. They got the life back at whatever age frame. Jesus, I think he passed away at 33. Muhammad, respectfully, I say that term for the Middle culture. I don't know too much about him. I know he's like a Jesus, basically, another spiritual leader. Buddha's a beast. I love Buddha. Shout out to Jesus too, also, right? But respectfully, Jesus only he lived till he was 33, I believe. Buddha, he lived to be 80, I believe. So, yeah, here's the best part. Like a lot of Buddhists don't know this, which I'm surprised because that's first and foremost. Remember, Buddha is not a religion. It's just a way of life. Like some Buddhists, they'll call it religion. I've done a lot of studying. Like he even said, no, I'm not a god. I'm just a being, and I'm just telling a story, and that's it. And that's how he says. I love what he says. Like, y'all, you guys are sick, which is your mental health. You're sick, so I'm the doctor. My beliefs, my teachings are the beliefs, right? And that's the medicine. So I'm gonna give you the book. and I'll teach you best as possible, but there's many people to talk to. So there's a book, there's the medicine. You do whatever you want to do with it. On top of that, just to let you know, don't believe nobody. Don't even believe me. That's all I love. Anyone that's a spiritual leader, like, yo, that says that shit, you're a fucking beast. I started saying that more because of Buddha. Before that, in my head, I would say verbally, no one's going to believe me. You have to comprehend me. That is your free one choice. But anyone that said, like, I was like, damn, Buddha, I've been studying Buddha for quite a while, like 6-7 months now. You know, there's so many categories wise. Yeah, I just keep it simple, like your own mind, body, and the person by your side. As a being, I don't manifest. I don't manifest. I don't meditate. That's me. I pray. You know, through the prayer, I talk to myself quite a bit because the intent to talk to yourself, because you are the number one therapist counselor as a being, especially when you're having like triggers and stuff, to control them best as possible. If you have real support teams, definitely give vent to them. They become your therapist counselors to guide you with your overthinking, your triggers, and break down the situation, why you got that altercation wise, who or what caused it. If it was you, you're probably an ego, and so on, you know. But once you figure out to love you, and when this real world with the person you're yourself, then you're blessed. Now you just walk around the earth and see people suffering. That to form people. The wake and woke journey, you can't stop it. You can prevent it, but you can't stop it. If it sucks, because people be shedding tears, and you're like, yo, I have compassion for you. I'm just here for you, you know. You can shed tears all you want. Don't, you know, like, especially more on the male side, like, I feel like a bitch, like a girl. Like, no, yo, there's wrong with shedding tears. You're emotionally, spiritually exhausted, mentally, physically exhausted. Ball till you can't ball no more. Let all the negative energy out. But not figure out why do you feel the way you feel. Who or what is taking your energy? Who or what is triggering you? That's the dilemma for everybody out there. And once again, I know I'm going to sound so easy because 5 years ago, started my healing journey at 39. But as one being, I completed it. Healed. There's no more healing for me to do as a being with my personal life, with my mental health. I'm blessed. I don't need people. I want people. You guys, if you're younger than I am, you're my inner child. If you want guidance, I got you. Once again, I can send you clips. We got one-on-ones. Talk and vibe. But when we get off this live session, when we get off this one-on-ones, they say face-to-face. I walk away. We go our separate ways. When I'm walking, I am blessed. When you're walking back, potentially still traumatized, still bitter, hateful, still lost and confused, right? But the cool thing, technology, I'm always in your pocket 24/7, 365. How you want this conversation? But remember this, nobody can do it for you but you, the person mirror. That's it, nobody else. Higher source, nor being. All of us hold you and guide you. We're all communication and we're all messengers. Only you can do comprehension. When you let go, do closure for yourself and let everybody go. Let your exes, your past pain, your toxic love, your trauma. The hardest one, your child trauma, your parents, whoever raised you, your caregivers. Because they did the best they could, even though they fucking put you through hell of bullshit. Trust me, my parents, I love them, Pops love them. But he doesn't know this conversation. I would love to have this conversation with him, but he doesn't know. That's why, you do not force your ways upon people at all. You got him for warn, give him little hints, but no one has to comprehend you, to forewarn you. That's what you do for yourself. But once again, if you want love, you gotta learn how to love yourself first and foremost. And the potential to be, they learn how to love themselves, then potentially become 2 to 1, potentially. And once again, anyone could leave as a forewarning. But love you guys. Have a blessed day. Take care. I gotta get going. I'm behind. I was really door dashing. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I gotta get going. Tomorrow I got Seattle. Farmers markets. This is pretty much the last month. So next month, I'm gonna start doing door dashing in Seattle 5 days a week. I can work on my podcast, do Clippies, AK Clips, start pushing content like crazy on all platforms and call everybody out. That's my gift. It's call everybody out because I made it about 5 years ago. Excuse me when I say this, whatchamacallit, when I figured out this healing journey out. I didn't even tell all my 10 upliners, all 10 of them, like, they're like, you gotta call people out. Like, why? You reached out to me, so, people older than us, they've been knowing this shit. They could be younger, So, that's my gift. If I trigger you, I did my job. I am A, you're B, I'm calling you out. Jump in the box. Reach out to me. Let's have this conversation. And I get the spiritual boyfriend and the bullshit rules, quote unquote, but once again, technology. You can text people, DM people, audio messages, a fake voice, so much technology you can use. Or it's probably an ego, and especially when you're older. Once again, 39. At 39 time, my healing journey, 18 at heart, I'm 44 on the outside. So if let's say scenario you're 44 and younger, probably an ego, my narcissist trait that I control, right? If you're 44 years and younger, I won't talk to you. If you're telling me behind the screen, I see you on TikTok, any platform, going to break up divorce and shit. Nope. Because when I was 20 years old, no one talked to me. When I was 30 years old, nobody talked to me. Go to church, yeah. Once again, it's a communication. I didn't comprehend church like that. The Bible said it was. the priest. No one talked to me about, yo, just leave it in God's hands. That's only a communication. He gave us free will and choice to walk the fuck away, to start the healing journey, comprehension. Nobody told me that shit, respectfully, right? So, I can let 44 younger, I can let you burn. Suffer, I can look at you. You see my tattoos? Don't worry about my tattoos and my tattoos. Be a dick to you, be narcissistic, and push you away. Be all that. Everyone's talking about me. That guy's mean. He won't talk to people that are older about his tattoos. If you're younger than him, he won't talk to you at all. That's my free will and choice. But that's that now I'm being narcissistic. My pride and ego, because why? Because I'm bitter and hateful, because why? No one talked to me at their age. No, me as one being, yo, the younger the better, man. Dead ass. You're ahead of the game. You're my inner child. I'm on one-on-ones, hella queens, right? You know, sometimes they be like, I feel like I'm not doing good. You're queen. To remind you, you have to comprehend this. When I was your age, let's say she's 20 years old. When I was your age at 20, I had my V card, virgin card, lost my first baby mom's, and she got pregnant right away. And I lost the wrong person, quote unquote. So you're doing good. Let's say she's 25 years old. 25, I was still my first baby mom's, the love of my life, quote unquote. Stuck in a trombone, toxic ass relationship. I'm 2 daughters deep, miserable as fuck. You have no kids, you're beating me. What? You are beating me. Do not worry about kids I'm married to like 30, 40 years old plus. Make sure you're established for yourself as one being, the potential to be there established. Maybe you can do relationships, love, and marriage and kids. But you're doing good. I know you feel like you're not doing good, but these feelings are not factual. You're not comprehending that yet. That's what I'm talking to you. And the best part, give yourself props. Why? You're talking to a nobody. I don't know you. I have no history with you. You reached out to me because the platforms, technology, right? My little podcast, right? Now we're talking to vibing. So you give yourself props. That takes a lot of strength and courage to talk to a nobody behind the screen or face to face. You're venting about your past. I don't know you, but I can tell you stories about feelings, relationships, this healing journey, quote unquote. I'm just paying it forward. I want you to beat me. It's all young kids. Beat me at 39. If you allow me to be part of your real support team, I'll guide you how to do it. You know, but only you can do comprehension. Nobody can do it for you but you. The person married, not nobody else. You can see God's not suffering, so why are you suffering? Make that make sense respectfully. But I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Take care. Be safe. I'm on your pocket 24/7, 365. Let's go put out YouTube podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Coach Rita podcast. You can see the old version of myself 5 years ago, very started my healing journey. I like to watch them once in a while, like, man, she's a narcissist. The victim mentality. Because of her, it's all good, man. Everyone starts in the healing journey, the victim mentality. All your energy in your ex, word for words, all your energy in your ex because of them. Awakening journey, less energy in your ex. Oh, pardon me. More energy in the person that married yourself. Now you're evolving. Now you're trying to comprehend your feelings. You're doing better for yourself. You'll still have grudges against your ex, but until you let them go, break the trombone, that when you're ahead of the mansion, that door pane that your ex owns, you can close that shit officially. You can breathe. You can think. You can function. I promise you can. It's the best feeling to have. And that's just one door pane. In your mansion, I'm not you behind the screen. I don't know how much trauma you've been through, how many people have hurt you. Every being that hurts you, in your mansion head, they have a door of pain. Every being to be controlled and protect any best possible. If not, you can have thousands of doors to allow him to do, and no one has to forgive you, and vice versa. You can do closure for yourself, and they don't have to talk to you. They can still destroy you, but if you allow them to come in your life, once again, if you allow them to, your door is right there. What? The door is right there. Have a good day, guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. Big Squad, have a good day. Ciao, ciao. Zeus Squad, have a good day. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. Twitch, love you guys. To be safe. Ciao, ciao.